Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Comic Shop Conversations. Before we get started tonight, if you guys want to check out my reviews for about 10 books that I read this week, you guys can check out the newest video that dropped this morning, the weekly comic review, not to be mistaken with the weekly comic book review from Poppin' Polly.
Poppin' Polly.
Poppin' Polly, the man himself. So we have to, delineate and make a distinct differentiation between the two. So,
Max, I have to ask. Poppin' Polly was talking to a cat in his video that may or may not have actually been there. Did you talk to a cat during yours?
That was one thing I didn't do.
Wow.
But I do have a cat. He is here. So, you know what I did? I also missed, Josh. I missed giving a shout out to either Pellegrino or Saratoga during my video.
Dude, I thought you were about to pull up the Saratoga bottle as well, and I was like, "Are you just double fisting 2 bottles of sparkling water?" Like,
I mean, well, one's
gayer things have happened. Look, I'll
yeah,
that way.
One's for my balls and one's for my face. So the chat is probably like, what is happening right now? But all that being said, yeah, we're gonna be talking about Superman tonight. Soups. We'll be talking about Red Sonja, a little bit of Bad Idea comics and what's been going on with them. And then if we have some extra time at the end, we will cover the newest Bad Idea book, which is Planet Death. Kind of my thoughts and feelings about that. We'll discuss. It's had so much hype that I think it's only fair for us to talk about it. But if you guys want to get my review, y'all can watch that video that was just released this morning. Other than that, one of our panelists just finished up a campaign, and yeah, brother, how'd it go? I'm grateful that you guys still have it open for another week, if that's correct. And so if people didn't get to back it on the first go around, they have one more week to put their last kind of, their last backing into this project of yours. So,
yep, that is correct. Yeah. So, and not even a week, probably a few more days. And I think probably maybe Sunday or Monday at the latest, we're going to be closing this up. But by every metric, comparing issue 1 to 2, because talking to Hart Fisher and several others, like Russ, who runs the campaign, there's always a 50% drop off from issues 1 to 2. Typically, I shouldn't say always. There's typically a 50% drop off. We didn't have that. We made more money with fewer backers and 75% new customers. So these numbers, everyone was like, "What the fuck happened in this campaign?" So by every metric, this was a success.
Dude, that's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, it was a absolute success. And I thank everyone for it. And if you guys are still on the fence, I hope you guys can check it out. It would mean a lot. But yeah, so as soon as we close this up on probably Monday at the latest, I'm guessing, we're going to wait for that money to drop from Kickstarter. And as soon as that money drops, we're going to be spending the money to get everything printed, then spending money on everything for the fulfillment, which is the Gemini mailers, pack material, and hopefully, best case scenario, we get this stuff out in August.
Cool. Okay. Nice. Man, that's a quick turnaround.
That's what hey, like we said, we learned from last time, and we really got a good hold on things here. So this should be coming up pretty damn quickly. And we want everyone to get this. We want people to read it, review it, give it to their friends. So yeah, we expect big things from issue 2 and issue 3. Aurelio's already working on issue 3, and I've already lined up another superstar artist for issue 3. I'll tell you guys behind the scenes. I told Joshipu. But yeah, so good things coming.
Nice, dude. Well, once again, congratulations on an extremely successful campaign. And I put the link in the chat for those who may have missed the first go around and have a few more days just to get in on this battle area. And then we should be receiving this in our hands within a month's time. essentially.
Yeah.
Or a month or two. So sweet. All right. Well, thank you for enlightening us. The other thing I was going to share is that so before we talk about Superman, I will, say in full transparency, I have not seen it yet. Josh has not seen it yet, but Kyle and Drew have seen it already. So we're going to get their takes, and I have a ton of questions for them. But we're also going to be talking about the overall surrounding aspects of like what was going on with the marketing? What does this mean for future DC projects? So it won't just be the film review just in and of itself. It'll be a lot of kind of meta conversation around the entirety of the film as well. So should be an exciting time. So hang tight for that. Because first we're going to say hi to MG, who is in fact first. And then second first, we've got Jack Frost. Great to see you guys. Thanks for being here. We've got Cajun Corey. I don't know what this is in I don't know what this is in relation to, but I don't know what you're talking about, Cajun. I definitely am not going to put silkies on anytime or something like that. So MG, you will not have to worry about unsubscribing from the channel. Stay here, stay put, just comic reviews. So Jack Frost says you never go full gay. Hell, even Josh isn't full gay. I mean, it's pretty fair. It's a pretty accurate assessment. We've also got Salty Traveling Sea coming all the way over from the floppy drop. So Josh and Drew just did their floppy drop on Pop by Culture on Josh's channel. So if you guys want some more comic book reviews and a different take, because I believe these two jabronis actually liked one of the Fantastic Four issues that came out this week.
We said it wasn't bad.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Also,
the art was good.
To explain the damn it, Max, because I have so many issues with my mic, I think we've decided that anytime anything goes wrong on any of our streams, whether I'm there or not, we should just be like, damn it, Josh.
Even if it's not your fault, just damn it, Josh.
Yep. Let's do it.
All right. Good to know. That's easy because then I can just blame things on that. That's great. We've also got Kaiser Jose. What's up, fellers? What's going on, dude? Great to see you as well. Now Kaiser and Salty both liked Planet Death. From my understanding, I think Salty was saying that he had a signed version. So Salty, did you get this signed by Robert Venditti? Because he's an incredible writer. Which is why I'm kind of perplexed why Planet Death was not as good as I was hoping. So
I'm not going to blame Robert for that. Whenever there's a lot of other parties involved, they've got their own view of how the book should be, and I'm sure there are people above Robert who are like, no, we want this. No, we want this. So I'm sure it didn't turn out the way he probably wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair. It definitely felt like a Hollywood screenwriter had written this because it just feels like a storyboard more than anything, more than like an actual story and with actual characters. So I think it was just one big storyboard. So we'll see. Kyle, did you get a chance to read Planet Death? I know it came in late this week, but
yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. What were your thoughts on it? Yeah.
I think my expectations were too high, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think when I was at C2E2 and I got the black and white, I think that book should have been in black and white. I think the colors kind of made that issue kind of worse. I really liked the newsprint version, black and white version. Personally, I think it added a little more depth to it. And I think the colors kind of muted it a little bit. But yeah, I think I went in with too high expectations and it just didn't live up to those.
Dang. Okay. All right. And that's totally fair because I kind of felt the same way in terms of like, I feel like my expectations for this were very, very high. And so then when I got kind of a mid product. Well, I guess I can't say it's really, because here's the thing: the quality is wonderful. The gloss cover, the pages are all great. It's a longer comic. The artwork is stellar. Like, context out of the way, what did I actually? Excuse me. Sorry. It started playing my own like voice on my video.
I'm like, am I hearing two of you right now? I thought I was getting crazy. I was going crazy.
I did too, and I was on a different tab trying to read something before we talked about something. And I was like, what is happening?
I'm seeing double 4 maxes.
Y'all are having a stroke. Like, I can only handle 1 max at a time. I can't handle 2. So yeah, let me see. Okay, there we go. Much better. And yeah, the artwork I thought was like honestly phenomenal. But yeah, just the dialogue in this was abysmal. Like pathetically atrocious in the way that like Tropic Thunder does like action scenes. Like that's how I feel like the dialogue in this was.
Yeah. I thought you were going to jizz over this because it was definitely Warhammer inspired. When I first saw this, I'm like, Max is going to jack off to this book, being like, it's like Warhammer, but better. Like, okay, whatever.
I mean, well, you like Gears of War, right? You're a big Gears
Gears
head.
Of War. Yeah.
Yeah. Did this give you vibes of Gears of War or no?
No.
Okay.
None of that.
See,
I really hate in this book, the one thing that really bothered me is we have these ultimate elite grown badasses, and then you have the one guy like, oh, I'm really scared. I don't know what we're doing. I'm like, what? Are you artificially made to kill and you're acting like a bitch? Like, why would you like, but then are you not then? I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, that was the question, right? It's like, are they cybernetically enhanced super soldiers, or are they just like regular dudes who are put into this mech suit to like go fight aliens?
I don't know.
Yeah, are they colonial space marines? Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, because like the one guy is all rough and like badass, and he's like, we're gonna go kill him, yeah. And it's like, okay, but then like you said, there's another character who is like pooping his pants the entire time.
Yes.
So if they're like genetically modified super soldier warriors, like they're going to be discussing tactics. Like, okay, we have to flank from the right. We're going to have, we're going to have our reserves waiting in the wings. We're going to have a drop pod over here so that if the enemy overtakes our defensive position, like all of this stuff was not talked about in the issue. It was just like, kill him, yeah. And I'm like, God, this is dumb.
Right.
No.
And I'm like, is this like a Paul Verhoeven Starship Troopers like play on the military industrial complex and all of this? It's like, are these aliens? We don't know what they're saying. Are they like, hey, we're here to help you? Like, hey, we're trying to figure this out. And these guys like, fuck these pieces of shit up. It's like,
come in peace.
The arachnids and Starship Troopers, like, they didn't really do anything. Like, it was like, we're just gonna go attack these bugs because they're just around here. It's like, you could kind of assume that because of what happened with the asteroid hitting, that maybe it was the humans' fault for that taking place in Buenos Aires being knocked off the face of the earth. But it's like the bugs didn't really do much. So the whole thing, I'm like, are these aliens just like nice the whole time and we're just fucking just wiping them out? I don't know.
I don't know. These aliens seem pretty violent. So
because they're being attacked, I would be too. Like, they're just peaceful people, and it's like, what the hell are these people doing on our planet?
Peaceful people with like skin hanging off of it, like human skin, and like weapons forged for war. And
hey, it's like that argument in First Men in Black when Will Smith, he's doing that, is in the firing range. He's like, he's got to explain why little Tiffany had to die. And the rationale is like, you got this little 12-year-old girl with quantum physics books in the middle of the night walking through the hood. Yeah, there's a problem here.
Yep. Weren't the bug alien creatures explained in the Zero issue? Like, not fully explained, but explained that they were here to attack? Because they had that one guy captured in the Zero issue. Like, he's captured, and he's like, yeah, you can capture me, and you can kill me, or you can torture me.
Oh, that's
there's a whole fleet of me coming, and they're going to wipe you out.
That's right.
Maybe they're trying to heal him.
I don't think well, the sunlight.
He didn't look like he was.
Yeah.
Their version of healing.
I thought it was fine. I agree with Max. Some of the dialogue it seemed like, okay, we could have done better, especially coming from Robert Venditti. I expected a little more from him. But for a first issue, I didn't mind it. I thought, like, okay, cool, first issue. We'll see where it goes. But it is going to have to improve from here. Like, I'm giving it grace because it's issue 1. And I'm fine that certain story elements weren't divulged yet because I don't want an entire issue of exposition. But if we get to like 3 and 4 and I'm still saying the same things, then we're done.
But it sounds like I really have a good idea of what's going on behind the scenes and why it's not really gelling that well. So if anything happens with this, if it doesn't turn out to be a success, Robert is not the guy I'm going to blame for this. This was not him.
Yeah, he has too much of a great track record to say that this was, because it didn't sound like him. It didn't feel like him. Like this was, I think maybe he would help with plot beats and maybe story progression, right? But like for the most part, dialogue was probably just second to what they were thinking. So
yeah, I mean, as far as like writing wise, it feels like it leans more into the John Wick writer than Robert Venditti, because Robert Venditti seems to be a little more nuanced. And I'm not hating on John Wick. I think the John Wick movies are fun, but they're not like masterpieces of scripts. Like, let's just be honest.
No, but at least like there was intrinsic motivation for why John came back to his roots as like the boogeyman or the Baba Yaga, right? Like there was a initial moment of, okay, now I'm gonna take on but for this it was just like, oh, we're just in the thick of it, which in any other comic would have been interesting, because I know even for us, we've reviewed comics where we're like, there's too much exposition, right? So it's kind of that like perfect balance of how much do we want to share, what motivation do we need to talk about with our characters, and then how much action can we put in there to, counterbalance it. But yeah, it was, like I said, I think in my video, I just said it was all right. It was, hopefully it's gonna get a little bit more in depth, but this is pretty dang cool that you got it signed by Venditti. Salty. That's pretty rad. So
for a bad idea, it was a home run. For the shit
bad
right now. All right, congratulations.
Because it's from Bad Idea, I can applaud them for that. So considering that I haven't read a book from theirs in the last 3 years, 4 years, it's been a while. Because I didn't want to buy any donuts.
I think the only thing I remember buying from them was ENIAC whenever it came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I couldn't even tell you. Yeah, I don't even remember what happened in that story. So I'm like,
I remember Tankers really well, and Monster Kill Squad a little bit, but I remember Tankers super vividly because it's Robert Venditti and it's just awesome.
It was fun.
And that's what these should be. They should be like great art, great story, fun time, sell your book. But it's always some weird thing with Bad Idea. So we've got Salty Traveling Sea for 5 doll hairs. Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. He says, cheers, lads. Embrace the suck of summer Cape movies. I don't know why I'm doing a Scottish accent, but he said, cheers, lads. Oh, cheers.
I was like, where the beep did that come from? Okay, carry on.
By the way, never call me a mod again, Max. I'm a semi-retired creator. Damn it, Josh. Oh, well. All right. Well, yeah, I didn't, maybe I had said mod earlier, so I apologize. But no, I would consider you much more of a creator than you are a mod. That's for sure. Now, you do have mod privileges, so use them wisely. But other than that, the embrace the suck of summer Cape movies, man, that doesn't bode well for Superman or Fantastic Four. So I'm a little worried. But would you consider, I mean, Josh, you're one of the only ones who saw Jurassic Dominion World of the Kingdom of the Last Fallen Kingdom of Jurassic League's Rebirths. Would you say that that's a Cape movie?
It's a blockbuster movie. I mean, I think you can put it in there with here's your schlocky corporate movie. Give us the monies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I look at this point. I'm really curious, just because there was a point when all the first trailers dropped, where I think we're all kind of unanimous, going, I mean, Jurassic World's going to blow everything out of the water. Not necessarily in quality, just in terms of sales, box office. But it's getting such a meh response, like across the board. What?
I think my prognostication is turning out to be true, because I had guessed that either Lilo and Stitch or Train Your Dragon would be the 1 and 2 movies of the year, and it's looking like that's going to be the case.
I mean, look, Jurassic World's box office is not bad, but the movie itself sucks. So it's going to see, and the fact that you've got 2 bigger movies coming right on its coattails, it will be an interesting thing to see. So
honestly, to be fair, Lilo and Stitch and How to Train Your Dragon both sucked as well, but they're still making more money than anything. So, all that being said, Salty, dude, thank you so much for the $5. I will embrace the suck. If the Marine Corps taught me anything, it's just being able to take, we always called it the big green weenie, and that, it'll get you. So, but thanks, Salty. I appreciate it, brother. And cheers to you. And this is for you.
Here's to the Army and Navy and the battles they have won. Here's to America's colors, the colors that never run.
May the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
Fuck yeah.
Amen. F&A, man. This is a hot take. Aquaman 2, not the first one. Aquaman 2 was better than James Gunn's Superman.
Oof.
I
didn't see Aquaman 2
one, so I can't say that.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first Aquaman. We won't divulge too much information because I want to save it for our Superman segment. But I will ask Kyle and Drew, because this is what I've been hearing, but I don't want to, I've been hearing that this movie has the same vibes and the same feeling as like a Black Adam, Shazam, what are some of the other DC, like Blue Beetle? Like, it doesn't feel like it's apart from this previous iteration of the DCU. Is that fair? Does it feel like it's still in that realm?
It does. I would say it does. There's definitely a moment in this that's very similar to Shazam involving a kid.
Or the Flash. Flash is another one that's like,
I'm trying not to say too much before we talk about it, but
okay.
But there are definitely moments of this. It feels lighter, and lighter in tone. So when I say that, it's very much similar to like watching a Shazam or an Aquaman. And when I say that, it's for kids. If you have an 8-year-old to like a 12-year-old kid, they're gonna love the hell out of this movie. I guarantee it. But if you're someone like me who's been reading Superman his whole life and you have a good firm idea of who Superman is as a character, this will bother the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's kind of what my understanding of it has been as well. That's what I've been hearing. So JK says she enjoyed it, and that it was better than Aquaman 2. So, I mean, I guess that's something, right? It's better than Aquaman 2.
That's a pretty low bar, but okay.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to something else I wanted to ask you guys before we get into some more topics. But, Funko Pops have been a topic of conversation for nerds for a while. You've got like Funko Pop collectors. You've got like these guys who will wait in line at like 3:00 in the morning, that will be in line for like 10 hours waiting for that like San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 1 in 100 Funko Pop to drop. And they have to like run to the Funko booth to like grab it, and they're like, beating the hell out of people, or like they're out of breath, they've got their inhalers, and they're like, oh god, I finally got it. And then they resell it, and with Pokemon cards or like what else they do.
I've got a Funko story about Vegas when I was at the Las Vegas Comic Con. I'm going to send you some photos you can share, because this is because you'll think I'm full of shit when I say this, but that Friday of the show, I'm sitting there with Dietrich Smith, between Dietrich and Murat Michaels, and I look over to Dietrich and I see him signing like boxes and boxes of Funko Pops. Like I'm talking to some customers and I look over at Dietrich, I'm like I'm thinking to myself, what did he design these Funko Pops? What the hell is going on here? And then I come to find out that these retailers, they don't care who you are, right? But if it's a Marvel Funko Pop, if it's Doctor Strange, and you were an artist at Marvel, regardless of the fact you worked on Doctor Strange or not, they want you to sign that Funko Pop, and they will do it as like a big giveaway or whatever. And that way they can get something bigger and more expensive, later on, to get people to come in to buy bigger stuff. So Dietrich, he signed, I think he said like 300 Funko Pops on a Friday.
Jeez.
For one, and Murat signed like, I think he said like close to 200, 250. And Dietrich, he did a little remark of a Doctor Strange on one of the Funko Pops.
That's wild, man. I don't get it. I guess I don't get it.
I just sent you okay, I'm sending you two more, but yeah, I sent you photos from the Las Vegas Comic Con. And it is insane. I thought the Funko Pop market was dying out, but not apparently at all.
not soon enough, unfortunately. But maybe with this next clip, we might have something to take its place. Salty says, I have one Funko and it's the dog sitting at the table on fire saying this is fine. That's pretty fun. That's fair. I'll allow it. That's great. Salty, for this time, I have a bat.
I want that now. I didn't know they made that Funko. I need that.
So with that being said, kind of leading up to this clip, Josh sent this to me and he was like, dude, check this out. This is the new like collector thing. It's not the Boo Boos, or what is it called?
The weird
honey boo boos or whatever. Yeah,
things. Yeah, the creature.
Yeah, they look like weird demonic keychains, Beanie Baby things. So it's not that. No. These are even better. These are adorable and ready to save the world.
Jesus.
One wrist at a time.
What the hell is that?
They are Marvel Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Shoot, where's the actual
Cutie cuffs? They're Cutie cuffs.
Cutie cuffs. That's what it was. Thank you. I was like, what the hell are these things? All right, so let me just go ahead and play the video because it ruined my day when I watched it.
You're welcome.
All day. Who would you choose? Let's see who chose me.
Oh no. Well, there's copyrighted music. Thank you, girl who's putting on Cutie cuffs for copyrighted music. Yay. But don't you guys love these? Aren't they just
so cute?
Totes adorbs.
I mean, the best part is putting it on your headband like that. I mean,
yeah.
Can you imagine throwing on a headband and having the core Avengers and just walk like
on your head?
You get so many compliments and people are like, I don't know who you are, but I want to be you. And I go, I know.
And they're like, oh my God, that's so cute. And then you're like, but check this out. And then you put it on your wrist and they're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And you're like, I know.
I mean, I saw this and I got bricked up. Yeah, I got bricked up so fast thinking about all the attention I would get while wearing them.
I don't know. I mean, these could be the hot new trend, especially if they come in blind bags or like, because you don't know what you're going to get.
Well,
so
I think that's the point. It's sealed. You don't know what you're getting. Yeah.
Kyle,
and
gotta
kids
get
love
in on
these
this,
things.
brother.
I think I might have to.
This just screams your name, dude. You're into the baseball cards, Battle Beast blind bags. This is the next best thing.
It's the next pog.
Can't miss.
Can't miss. D-Crap or D crap. D Mina says crap. So D Mina, are you saying crap like, oh crap, I gotta get me some of these? Or like, crap, I'm missing out, man.
Have you
I
looked
gotta
these
get me
up? You know how
some.
much they are?
No.
That's a good question.
All right, let me do a quick little. Let me
Yeah,
Goog. Worth a Goog.
I just want to say the best thing about these though is that they've taken out all the toxic masculinity that is found in characters like Thor and Hulk. You know, like it's gone. It's just cute. It's just cute.
Yeah. Star-Lord. Yeah, like you said, all of these really masculine Hulk characters, you know, Black Panther, Captain America. It just removes any sort or sense of masculine heroism and just makes them super cute.
It's made for the emotionally retarded. There we go.
Just cutesy wootsy.
Jeez, these bad boys aren't cheap. They're like $18.
What?
Per wristband or like for the pack?
Disney Cutie Cup plush slap band, steering wheel buddy, mystery capsule, one of 6 figures at random, $17.89.
If it's
on
for the
Amazon.
whole pack?
No, just
It's
one. Just
one.
one.
Just one.
Just for one?
Just one is $17.
Just one.
So she's holding easily over $100 worth here.
Yeah.
20.
So like what that one capsule with the one cuff is roughly $18.
Is almost $20.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's holding on to maybe $200 worth here. My God.
Yikes.
That's unfortunate. So
I just,
gotta-
I just think about all that. God damn it. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say you got to read Jabin's comment.
he says, "You know, you're showing these horror videos to us, and now I have to sleep alone tonight with the lights on." Thanks. Wow, Max. Yeah. Well, sorry, buddy.
You see that? Yeah, you see that face. It's like it's just stuff of nightmares.
I mean, how could you not love these little guys? Salty. Yeah, you know, I with the new beautiful bill, maybe this is one of those things that's included on there. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a necessity.
I think about the money blown on that stuff that could be spent in other ways. You know, that's groceries. You know, groceries are well needed. You know, maybe a new tire. Maybe some clothes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess the verdict's out then, or I guess we can put it to a vote. Do we think that Cutie clasps, Cutie crisps, Cutie wrists? What was it? Cutie claps?
Cutie cuffs.
I got the
Cutie cuffs.
got the cutie cuff. I got the cutie clap.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
This is a family-friendly show.
We're past that
Until 10 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, the cutie cuffs. Are they worse than Funko Pops?
Yes.
Yes.
100% yes.
I say no. I think Funkos still hold the much higher cringe level on the cringe scale.
Never. 'Cause at the end of the day, Funko is just meant to be a bobblehead, right? That they don't make their heads bobble anymore. The first couple of set of Funko Pops, they actually had the tiny little springs. The head would move ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think what made Funko Pop cringe was the demand for it, not necessarily the item itself.
So you don't actually think that like these guys who have like Funko walls behind them,
No,
you
that's
don't
what
think
I'm
that they're
saying.
like
The demand for it, that's cringe. The fact that people have walls where it looks like their wall is a wallpaper of Funko Pops, that's cringy as fuck. But I remember all the way back to God, it would have been 2012, and that was the first time I saw a Funko Pop, and it was at my corporate job, at the desk of one of our HR people, and I was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, it's what's the chick's name from Game of Thrones? The dragon lady." I don't know. Yes, it was a Funko Pop of her. And that was the first time I ever saw a Funko Pop. And I was like, okay. But I thought it was cool because it's like perfectly fine for an office. It started a conversation. We talked about a show, and then I went on my day. But then you had retards doing what Max was talking about, which Funko thankfully has lost its grasp. But I remember being at like San Diego Comic-Con like 2014 to 2019, and he's not lying. They opened the doors and people rushed to that booth. Not so much like that anymore.
I mean, my experience now at San Diego, they rushed to Mattel, they rushed to Lego, the Mattel booth. I feel bad for the people who have to work that damn booth. It is insane.
Yeah. Look, and a lot of it isn't even the fact that it's whatever the item is, it's the fact that it's exclusive. So they know they can get it, sell it online for like 3 times the price they bought it, and some fucking moron's gonna buy it.
Guilty.
Kyle's like, oh, that's why I have my camera off. Ooh, yikes!
Get rid of these Funkos.
Yeah, he's back there moving all of his exclusive Funkos off his bookshelf.
Yeah, who likes
Can't
Funkos?
show these.
Yeah, dang. D- says it's garbage crap. It deserves to be thrown away in the dumpster. So what's funny about this D- is a couple years ago, they actually had an article talking about how there was a landfill full of Funkos, because essentially you have, it's kind of like comics where you produce like 100,000 comics to get one exclusive 1 in 100,000 comic or something, right? And so then you have all of this extra inventory that you're like, no one wants to buy any of these other issue 1s or whatever it is. So I guess we'll just toss them. And that's exactly what's kind of happening with Funkos, where it's like all these characters that no one cares about. But that's the weird thing now, is that every pop culture reference, every horror movie, every like
meme,
fantasy thing, every meme has a Funko now. So they were just still sending them to a landfill because it's so niche now that it's just like no one wanted it. So rightfully so.
Yeah.
But
buried right next to all the E.T. Atari video games.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? What's happening?
That's like a whole diorama. What the fuck?
It's the scene from Jurassic Park.
Oh, I know what it is.
I know what it is. It doesn't make it any better.
No, but look, here's the deal. Okay, and this is what I'll say. This is just me speaking my piece to like, maybe there is a value in Funko Pop. If you've got a young kid that's 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I love that. I want it." Would you rather buy like a $15 Funko Pop, or do you want them like losing their shit over this like $600 statue that you're like, we're not fucking buying that because it's $600 fucking dollars?
Well, no child is going to be touching daddy's statues back here. Okay. This is going to be like locked off, but I mean, that's why you get him the awesome, like the badass, like 6-inch like McFarlane figure that he can smash together and do this with like other, action figures. You don't get him a pop. If it's cute,
though,
a plushie.
I mean, a plushie, fine, but even with the action figures, your action figures are getting to like $25 a piece now.
Yeah, that's a good
point.
point.
They're expensive. So if you can get a Funko Pop anywhere from $8 to like $15, it shuts your kid up. It's cheap. There you go. Stop fucking screaming in Target, you little hellspawn.
Listen, no son of mine will be seen with a Funko. The Priestleys do not know. I'm kidding. What were you going to say?
I have to ask, because of what you just said, Max, is that your pickup line to ladies that you like?
No,
like you see someone and you're like,
the statue yet.
You're like, hey, what's up, sugar tits? My name's MV Penis, and you get to touch daddy's statues.
Well, no.
Okay, never mind.
I am a man of the Lord, and
a Spanish man of the Lord.
Yeah, I'm like Nacho.
Nacho.
Kaiser says, Nacho, go away, read some books. My life is great. I wake up every morning, 5 a.m. My life is great. I love it. Back when Jack Black was actually funny. Kaiser says, I only collect Gambit Funkos. Interesting. Yes, I have the Channing Tatum Funko. Well,
Still
I'm
gay.
about to make a name for myself now. So
Indeed. I've got
Yeah.
a lot of DC related Funkos, but they would send it to us for free. So I'm not going to complain about that. You know,
yeah,
why
there
not?
you go. It's for free. I do have a Funko, but it was for a meme. So
Your Batwoman Funko?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Was it which Batwoman? Was it a Batwoman or Batgirl?
No, the CW Batwoman.
Mm.
Oh, so was it the Ruby Rose or the black replacement?
The black
Batwoman?
replacement.
Black replacement. Even
Ooh.
better. It was like a
Yeah.
variant. Yeah, variant edition.
Did it come with her homeless living in the van down by the river van that she had?
No.
I forgot about that shit. Oh my god.
that outran the Batmobile.
Oh no. So yeah, final consensus. Kyle, do you think that these are cringier? Or sorry, do you think that the Cutie cuffs are cringier than the Funkos?
Yes.
Wow. Drew?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. So I guess I'm the only one who's holding my ground on the Funkos. All right. Damn.
Well, Max, I mean, you know.
I see. I could see myself wearing a nice cutie cuff if I really wanted to.
Okay, Max, we're trying to get you hooked up with a girl, okay? Like you just
It's not going to
us.
happen here.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
help us help you, okay? We're trying to move past the check marks, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We love
I
you,
guess
Max.
in that case, if we're really trying to move past it, let's move past it and talk about some bad ideas. Actually, before we do that, do we have any show and tell tonight? I forgot to ask if we had anyone showing off anything that they got. Oh, Josh has something to show.
Oh.
I do, but I only halfway have it to show because I still haven't fully opened it.
If it's another Funko Pop, I swear to God.
It's the Jurassic World Dominion Funko.
Now that you mention it, I
no.
do have this wonderful. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought it was actually something else.
It is another Funko Pop. It's actually from one of the Schitt's Creek Funko Pops that I bought for my ex, and then he pissed me off.
Oh,
so I
that's
took
right.
it. Life happens. Hold on, let me grab this real quick because it's Bertha. It's a big.
Well,
Oh, you're gonna okay.
Well-
I didn't know if you wanted to wait, but I'm
I figured
wanna
we'd
show
do
it?
like a 2-week reveal that I'll show the box and be like, "Thank you." I guess.
sure. If you want.
Do you want to? I can wait.
Oh, I don't care either which way.
We can build some suspense and be like, "Never mind, we'll show it next week when I actually open it."
I don't know.
I was gonna say I can show my stuff off while you're gonna go grab your stuff. I had a couple things to show off. Real
Sweet.
quick, I picked up.
Oh, we forgot our stinger. So while we're getting ready, let me show off our stinger. All right, yeah. Drew, take it away if you've got some stuff.
Yeah, so if anyone ever calls me out on my Superman fanage, I've got a lot of Superman stuff, and I picked up some big new collections recently.
Nice.
I picked this up. So Kyle and I, we were reviewing this as it was coming out weekly, as different parts were coming out. And I think I probably said like it would read better as a big collection. And I picked up the Superman The World Saga.
Oh, is that PKJ?
Yep. Yes, it is. It's the PKJ run.
Mhm.
And I got to say, this reads fantastic as a collected edition.
Wow.
And I'm having a blast reading that. And the other one I got to show off, I didn't get a chance to read these as they came out, but I'm rereading it now as a big collection. It's the Superman Adventures Compendium. This has been fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of fun stories there.
Yeah, it's got
I like that a
written
lot.
by, written by the Scott McCloud.
Yeah.
A lot of them before Mark Miller took over.
Understanding
a lot of these are-
comics.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Real good.
The only thing I really remember from that PKJ run on what was it, War World or something? Yeah. Were those amazing covers of like Superman as a gladiator, and he's just like looks like a bodybuilder. It's awesome.
Bruh.
Bruh.
He's got Ricardo Federici doing, his best, like John Carter of Mars Superman, battling.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, and those are interiors, bro. That's crazy.
Interiors. Man.
That looks so good.
He had Chris Samney, Daniel Sampri, Ricardo Federici. Not Chris Samney, I'm sorry. Daniel Sampri and Ricardo Federici. Dude, he had like two of the best artists working on this. It's amazing.
Listen,
So
I
good.
was not complaining. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm surprised you don't have a statue, Josh.
You know what? Just give it some time, okay?
They will probably come out with a statue of that. So,
Absolutely.
Look, you can tell by the fact that they have Philip Kennedy Johnson writing that, and they did put such strong artists on there that they are hoping that will become one of their evergreen books.
Oh, it definitely reads
cool.
like it. Definitely does.
Josh, I have something if you want to wait or if you'd like to go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
Okay. Before I show off, Jack says Ryan gave me a deal on the Absolute Alan Moore Swamp Thing set, and the books are really beautiful with moss covers. That's cool. I like that. And there's a recolor. That sounds rad, dude. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've got all 4 of those on my bookshelf. Yeah. I love them.
Oh, that's sick. So yeah, mine is just a little treat yourself. I was looking at different, I've been on a Captain America kick as of late, and they are about to release the Mark Grunwald Captain America Omnibus Volume 2 here pretty soon. So I was like, oh, that'll be cool to get, but it's not out yet. So in the meantime, to get caught up, I got myself the Captain America Omnibus issue or Volume 1 with that excellent cover.
Nice.
And we actually found this at Dallas Fan Expo 2 years ago. The
cover,
the single issue, the annual cover.
Wait, because
I was like,
wasn't that the one where you were like, oh, I really want to find this, and Kyle's like, here you go.
yeah, Kyle just grabbed it and was like, oh, you mean this one? And I was like,
wow.
and it was it at Crazy Comics?
I believe so.
It was.
So
Yeah.
it was. But yeah, this is awesome. It actually got delivered today. So it's still in like the plastic wrap. So I have not gotten to break it open yet and give it a good, smell.
Never breached the seal yet.
Yeah. So, but until then, this is a thick boy too. So I'm excited to get into this bad Larry. But yeah, these are such classic tales. So looking forward to opening that. Honestly, I'll probably just spend all tomorrow just reading that because that'll be sick.
Dude, that's what I've been doing like the past week. If I'm not writing, I'm alternating between issues of the Superman World Saga and Superman Adventures. Like I'll finish one issue in one, then jump to the other one because they're just so fucking good. It's so fun.
I need to read those adventures. That sounds like a really, really fun, like Sunday morning cartoon.
There is a great issue. I think it's like the second issue. Scott McCloud wrote. It's a Superman on Earth, and he's experiencing getting to witness Krypton explode at the light. He's seeing the light finally reach Earth. 28 thousand light years afterwards. He's watching it firsthand.
Oh wow!
And you get to see him like at the end of it, just get emotional by it.
That's cool. Raphael says, you guys collect hardcovers? I mostly collect oversized hardcovers. I think depending on who you ask, every one of us collects a little bit differently. I feel like Josh, you tend to lean more on the trade paperback side of things. I really love my Omnibuy. Kyle and Drew, I think, dabble in a little bit of everything. I also love the artist editions, like the 11x17, like really like almost poster sized artist editions. Those are great. But then like I know Kyle has like really nice. What did you recently get? It was like was it an All-Star Superman like Absolute edition or something where it was hardbound in like a slipcase? Like it was everything. It was awesome.
Yeah, depending on if it's a series or like, Kingdom Come or something that's just something that I love to read, I have it in every format between the single issues all the way up to an absolute. So yeah, it depends. Like Batman Year One, again, I have it in the singles, the first printing trade, and then I have what just came out, the artist, whatever the hell that giant ass thing is. So it's like, depending on how I want to read it, it's like a trade is much easier to read. So
yeah,
that's these giant things that aren't meant to be read, really. So, but yeah, I collect a little bit of everything.
Funny enough, so Jack Frost says I have floppies, trade paperbacks, and hardcovers of the stuff that he really likes. I think that's a great way to collect, because if you have the original floppies, you have your actual like collection of like single issue comic books, and those are always fun to read, especially if they're newsprint. 70s and 80s stuff is always great. You have like the ads and the letters in the back, like single issues. Like for me, you just can't beat it. But if you're like laying on the couch, or if you're feeling lazy, or you just want to like, I don't want to get my short box or my long box, or go through like which box is it, or how I have to get it down from the attic. You don't want to deal with any of that. Digital and trade paperbacks are honestly where it's at. The other thing I'd recommend is an omnibus holder. So you can actually buy these Bad Larrys and put them on your table. And this is how I read most of my omnibus. And you just throw this Bad Larry on here like this.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And then you just crack it open, and it holds your book open for you. So
no way.
Yeah, so that way you don't have to like carry the book in your hand as you're like reading it, and you're like, God, this is 20 pounds.
Can you get those on Amazon?
I don't know if you can get them on Amazon, but I know that this one I got from Organic Price Books. So I'm not an affiliate, but it would be rad to, get sponsored by them. But yeah, this was like $15, $20, but it's like,
oh wow,
yeah, super sturdy. It has a little thing in the back here to where you can just lean it on your table and have your coffee, and you just kind of flip through your omnibus. It's awesome. So
yeah. I would say my collecting habits really just kind of depend on why I'm getting the book. So if it's a story that I like, I'm definitely going to get the trade, just because I don't know if other formats will come out. If it's like something I love, like the run. So for instance, like I've got the entire Grayson run. I've got every issue, every variant cover. I've got every trade, and I have the omnibus. So yeah,
that's when you know that you're a serious collector of that character or that run. When you have like every single issue, every trade paperback, the omnibus, and the absolute.
Right. Well, like, and that's what I'm doing with the Buffy and Angel stuff now, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm getting the issues, I'm getting the trades. Part of the reason I'm getting the trades too is like they were done by Dark Horse or IDW. So trying to get, like, if you find them, good luck, So
yeah. No, that's a good point too, because some of those trades and absolutes are like first printings of something that's now completely out of print. All those Conan omnibus from Marvel, totally out of print, will never be back. So those are much more expensive.
What's funny is that comic book shop in Dallas, I think they had a lot of those on their shelf.
They had the Marvel ones, but they were like volume 9 and 10. They weren't any of their earlier
the
ones.
not good stuff. No.
And then they had the Titan stuff, which is great. Well, I'm sorry to keep you. I'm sorry to edge you, chat, and keep Josh waiting. But yeah, man, I feel like you've got something to showcase that's a little bit larger than just a comic. So.
That's right. It's my penis, ladies. Oh no, I'm kidding.
Hey, yo,
I'm white. I'm white. Come on. So you can kind of see the little tease of it here. But Max texted me last week, and it was like, "Hey, dude, are you gonna be home, or would somebody be home if something arrives like needs to be signed for next week?" And I'm like, "Someone can be. Like, what are we talking about?" And then he just sent a tracking number, and I was like, "Eyeballs." And then he sent a reminder, I think Wednesday, when it was arriving, and I was like, eyeballs again. But this Yahoo, for whatever reason, because he's a good friend and charity to retards over here to me.
Oh, yeah.
Continue my it's so big. She's got
Oh
big bosoms.
yeah.
I can't go back any further than this, but yeah, this may or may not be a nice little statue of my lady lumps here to go with my shrine. Except I think the statue's bigger than my actual bookshelf for the shrine, so we're gonna have to reconsider that. Yeah.
Oh no!
look at
How are
those
we gonna?
tatas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Wow,
to.
well,
Oh no,
you,
her legs are. It's the legs that are what do it for me on the statue, man.
Listen, is it because I said I'm a thigh guy last time? Is that what's going on? We're like, oh, we're learning so much.
Learning so much.
I'm super excited. I don't know why Max did this, but thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Hold on, I can't even set this mofo down.
It's well, I mean, I think it was either on this live stream or on like a Thinking Critical, like Comics Aficionados, but there was a live stream that you were talking about. Oh, you know what? It was maybe when we were talking about Red Hood and Huntress and how different, like, you know, Huntress should be written and how she should be treated and how her character is and the importance of these, you know, different origins for her and who she is as a character and her motivations. And I was like, oh my God, Josh knows so much more about this character and deeply, deeply loves and respects who she is, what her passions are. And like, I was like, you can't have a shrine without having one of the best sideshow statues, in my opinion, of a female character ever produced. So, but yeah, for those who are big into statue collecting, this is known like within the community. You even ask, I'm sure like if we asked Gem Mint, even he would say like Huntress from Sideshow has probably one of the best face sculpts of a lot of other female characters in the line. So it's badass, dude. I like it a lot.
If anything has ever tempted me to turn straight, it would be this. I'm just saying.
Almost there, boys. No,
almost there. We almost got him. But no, thank you. This means the world to me. And for those of you that don't know, like I had my AC go out and then was having to do stuff, and then we ended up cutting a hole in a wall in one room to fix crap. Anyways. So the reason this is not open yet is because I had to completely empty a book, not this bookshelf, but a bookshelf with real books. I had to completely empty it and then move that bookshelf. So I've had my living room and my bedroom just cluttered with shit until pretty much last night that I got organized again. But so I have not opened this yet, but I sent Max a text message. I think it was last night while I was trying to organize, and I was like, dude, I just want to say thank you again. This means the world. And I was like, I'm trying to get my house back in order, but I keep stopping and just staring at this box. So once I open it, I'll show the full statue next week. But
sweet. Hell yeah, man. The box is pretty cool. So I do like
the box. I mean, yeah, the box is banger. So
yeah.
All right.
Banger. Yeah, you'll have the option of either showcasing her with two crossbows or a crossbow and her bow staff. Is that what you call
crossbow and a bow staff.
Yeah. So that's
For
how I
sure.
like. Yeah, that's how I had it. The two crossbows looked a little funny because if you're like
she's never really had two crossbows. She's always just had one.
Yeah.
She's got her little arm gauntlet too. But
there you go.
Didn't she have two crossbows in the movie? I think she had two in the movie.
I don't. Well, you know what? Let's look. We're not going to talk about that mess, okay?
Oh no.
She was the closest thing to any of the characters compared to the comics, and she was still far from it. So.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's bad. So bad.
Well, I'm glad it got there safe. If the statue is broken, we'll gorilla glue that bad Larry together, and we'll figure something out. But I had to look around for people who I trusted that could ship the statue. And sure enough, Spec Fiction Collectibles, Speculative Fiction, he is here in parts of California. And so I was like, dude, I know you sell, like I've bought statues from him before. And I was like, I know you sell them. Do you ship them? And he's like, yeah, tell me the statue, the price, and the weight. And I'll send you a shipping label and we'll get it out. So yeah, thanks to Todd from Speculative fiction collectibles because yeah, he hooked me up big time. Because if I were to have just walked into like a UPS or something, they would have been like, that'll be $598, please. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not. So yeah, he hooked it up, and it was super super nice of him. I did have a pretty ridiculous story at UPS the other day that involves a smoke detector, but that'll be for after the stream. But so with show and tell out of the way, let's get to some news. So earlier we discussed Planet Death, which I think for all of us we can say for Bad Idea was a huge win overall. I think for me it was just all right. It was meh, but as Kyle kind of alluded to earlier, the hype for Planet Death was like immense. Superstar artist, superstar writers, plural, prestige format book, everything, right? And this is the first book that they've released to every comic shop. Because if y'all don't know about Bad Idea, they their first couple of runs, they only released it to certain shops that would hold their books. But Planet Death was the first one that they've released to everyone. Whoever wants to order it can order it. So, big things happening over at Bad Idea. Just when I think that they're doing something cool, and I'm like, okay, they could actually be a real comic book publisher now. I'm back on board. They do something like this. Banana #1. Comic Tom 101 and Bad Idea deliver the most outrageous comic of the year. Banana #1, #1. This is one of the most nightmare-inducing images I've ever seen in my life. This is nightmare fuel. It looks like a sleep paralysis demon. This is terrifying. I don't want to get anywhere near this. But
So
we're
wait,
going to
wait,
read
wait,
this solicitation.
okay, step back, rewind it back. So
Okay.
it looks like, was this an idea from Comic Tom? Because I see
No,
Josh
he's
Dysart as
actually
a writer.
selling this.
Oh, he's selling it.
Like, this is an actual comic book that he's selling. Yeah.
And you know what's sad is that Kevin McGuire, legendary Kevin McGuire,
Yeah.
Justice League International Kevin McGuire is the artist on this.
Yeah, dude.
God damn
It's
it.
crazy. Yeah, Jack Frost says art by Kevin McGuire. Looks like Brian Stelter. It kind of does a little, huh?
It does kind of.
All right, so let's read this. So this is going to be a $6 comic for only 20 pages. I don't know about that.
Whereas if you bought a copy of Unholy Nightmare, you get if you spend like I think $10, you get 32 pages.
There you go. That's a good deal right there. Comic Tom 101 and Bad Idea are the opposite of ashamed to present a comic book so stupid it's genius. Bad Idea likes to do this where they market their stuff as like, isn't this a bad idea? And I'm like,
because
stop.
it is. And they
Because
think
it is.
that being cheeky about it, it excuses it. No, it's a fucking stupid idea.
Like, no, this is dumb. I'm sorry.
When you lose money, don't ask why. Like,
they honestly don't need it when their CEO is the biggest comic art collector in the world. He has the single-handedly largest.
Maybe it's just like, maybe some people do have too much money. Okay, like,
Maybe
the world would be a better place without this fucking book, and I haven't even read it. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're right. I agree. Written 1 page at a time with zero outline, no roadmap, and absolutely no plan by Eisner-nominated storyteller Joshua Dysart, Banana #1 tells the story of a genetically mysterious 7-foot-tall sentient banana raised in secret, turned race car driver, turned sex symbol, turned global celebrity, and ultimately turned revolutionary icon, caught between human civilization, fruit rebellion, and the coming war between the two.
It sounds like this asshole watched Buckaroo Banzai and just tried to make it his own thing, but a banana.
Is that what the premise of Buckaroo Banzai is?
No, not necessarily. Buckaroo Banzai is a guy, like, he's all these different things. Like, he's a rock star. He's a quantum physics scientist, and just all these different things. And it's just like, but which is okay. There's not really one genre for the movie, but that's what this is reminding me of. But banana, and like, I'll just go watch Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah. To
Peter Weller.
To answer Salty's question, the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet yes.
Yes. And to answer the other question, yes again. So Bad Idea was
Also
like, oh fuck, Ripa's showing us up on bad ideas. We've got to reclaim our namesake.
We have to do so. We did Planet Death, which was actually really smart and a really great, opportunity to capture a market. Let's do something to just completely offset that.
Did you just say it's a smartly written book? Is that what you said?
The marketing and release for it was intelligent,
Oh, okay.
I think, but how it was written was not so much.
I heard that Kyle is actually really excited about this banana book, but I heard he's, a fan of bananas.
If this banana ends up in a tailpipe, I will be on board.
I mean, Kyle does love Comic Tom. I know you follow his YouTube.
He's a genius, so anything he does, it turns to gold. So I don't see how this isn't a home run.
Can't miss. But yeah, this paragraph alone gave me cancer. I mean, this is one of the worst things I've ever read, because they're trying to be like like kind of tongue in cheek, like, oh yeah, aren't we funny? And it's just like, God, this is pathetic. Zero outline, no roadmap, absolutely no plan of a genetically mysterious 7-foot-tall sentient banana. It's just like, come on, guy. This actually sounds like someone with mental deficiencies wrote this. This is awful.
You know what would have made that paragraph better and actually like digestible is if they had started it off with, like many of the writers from the big two, comma, and then gone into it.
That'd been pretty good. We are blessed with some interior pages, gentlemen.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't look like McGuire to me.
No. It did say, I just saw Mike Allred's name. I think it's Mike is doing colors. Or he's doing something.
Mike Allred. Oh wait, hold on. Written by Joshua Dysart, art by Kevin McGuire, covers by Mike Allred and Raymond Gay. So maybe the interior art is Kevin McGuire.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, it doesn't look like. It looks like it's got Mike Allred style to it.
I mean, look, I kind of see some facial expression a little, but it looks so digital.
Yeah.
And like pop art comic. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, this
what
whole
in
thing
the world
is
going on?
It looks like it's a fever dream, bro. It is nightmare fuel.
Like I said, I'll watch Buckaroo Banzai.
I don't even know.
Well, are those supposed to be kiwi? Go back up.
Yeah, I think they're kiwis. Right? Because in the Fruit Wars,
I guess
other fruit will not kill other fruit this day. But yeah, I guess, God, I mean, this just looks awful. So,
oh my God.
It gets better, gentlemen, because not only did they do variant covers of course, one of the most homaged, well, I don't know, Kyle, I think we've had this conversation before. Is this cover of Spider-Man the most homaged cover we've ever seen?
Between this and 300, yes.
Oh, well, good thing you mentioned 300 because they actually have
fucking course they do.
Another variant, but it's going to be Planet Death.
Of course.
Well, okay, so real quick, to Spider-Man #1 homage, I think even early on when Spider-Man 1 first came out, Todd McFarlane. It was homage by Todd not too long afterwards when he did his Snake Eyes G.I. Joe like one shot with Snake Eyes in the Spider-Man pose, which was like within the same year or so. So it's like it was already homage in no amount of time. And I think, that it was just off to the races after that.
Yeah, he did it again with the black suit. If like what 13 issues later or some shit.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that. Yeah, like Jesus, dude.
Kaiser says, "I'm buying this. I don't care." No, Kaiser,
you should
don't.
care. Stay away, just like Max.
And hey, Kaiser, check your emails, buddy. I sent you a little something from the campaign.
Oh, nice. Salty says there's a fine line between quirky genius and moronic trash. This is way on the other side of the ladder. Yes.
Well, obviously, if you're writing a page at a time and you have no fucking context or anything, then it's gonna. That's always a great way to write your story.
It worked out for Stephen King.
I guess
with
so.
Tommy
right?
knockers. Oh wait, never mind.
That was cocaine and alcohol and who knows whatever else.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't want the one variant, at least you know you can get all of them potentially.
Of course,
you can get one of the 9 different variants, 8 different or 6 different variants. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Woo.
Who was the artist who did that homage? Because that looks like shit.
I don't know. Does it say? Let's see.
R.
What's that stand
or
for?
Is it
yeah, I don't see the name.
Rough and Ready? Yeah.
Raymond Gay. Well, Gay. All right. Well, there you go. So this is, like I said, selling on Comic Tom's website. You can join and like get his. Let me share my tab here. But you can actually get this on his like mystery mail call. So I guess. Oh no, I don't want 10% off. Essentially, what I guess will happen is you join the mystery mail call. The box ships by July 20th. And it's like every month. It's kind of like the Nerd Crate or Loot Crate or whatever they were doing. But you get comics, and this will be one of them. So you'll either get the Banana #1, issue #1 of the variant, the A or the Planet Death or whatever. Yeah, Banana #1, one copy of either. Covers by Mike Allred, covers by Raymond Gay, Planet Death, or I guess the other option is that you'll get Planet Death #1 with the Spider-Man 300 homage.
What? Wait, so what's the what? That's so fucking confusing. What?
It's so dumb.
So how much is it? How much is he charging for this piece of shit? What
should we join the mystery mail call and find out?
If you do that, I will
Max,
kill you.
Yes. I know where you live. I will show up at your house. Yeah, no, I'm literally over here like, who the fuck is actually gonna get this?
Yeah.
And like I want to like grab my hat and then like or something maybe worse than a hat and then like hit them and be like, you are retarded. and you know.
All right, how fast till this steps up on Key Collector as the #1 book to look out for on Key Collector?
Of course. Well, because they're going to say it's exclusive because they're going to say that you could only purchase it through Comic Tom's mail call.
Correct.
That's the only way that this is going to be hyped up is because
Pick of the week.
You shut your mouth.
Cover price is going to have it as top #1 this week.
Pick of the week is Banana #1, and it's going to be the smell of the week, and it's going to be the cover of the week.
Literally everything you can imagine. They're going to be like Banana #1 is #1, and is the cover price #1, and it is my top pick of the number one for this week. And it's just,
As
everything.
they all jerk each other off at their fucking online award shows. Oh, we all get awards for our banana number one reviews, everybody. Woo!
Because it's just all friends that are just like voting for each other and like, saying, oh, my comic's coming out, so put it my number one, number one spot for Key Collector, buddy. Yep. So crazy. Because didn't that happen with the comic from Ben Templesmith? It was like Comic Tom and Ben Templesmith were doing a comic, right?
Yes. He was putting his book out there as like a key for the week.
Yeah. Oh, for the week.
Yeah. And it was up there for like 2 months.
Oh, man. This is enticing, though. Gentlemen, I think we have a challenge. Salty says, if I get this, I will send you the books. Will you review it?
No.
Oh, no. I don't know. I mean, it's only 20 pages.
Well, Max is the only one getting it. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Give it to Max.
Then I'm left with... I'm left with ISOM number 1 and 2. ISOM, cover... Or no, art, the art book for $75. I'm having a stroke, sorry.
Yeah.
Banana number 1, the Glopple. I'm left with everything over here. I can't catch a break.
And you are forbidden from sending it to any of us. Do you understand me? You are forbidden.
Fine. I'll just keep sending you guys cool statues, and I'll keep all the crappy comic books.
Yep.
Oh, man. Now, speaking of bad idea, one of the things that I did this past week for the comic reviews was that I super briefly mentioned a couple of the things from Bad Idea's history that made them actually bad idea. And there have been a couple different websites that have like chronologically showcased their history. And I thought we could go through some of this and just like see, so much of what they've done and just how ridiculous some of this is. So the first wave was ENIAC, which was on fire. I mean, ENIAC plus the pin was at least $300 to $400 that first week, right?
Oh yeah, it was huge.
And then they came out with another banger, which was Tankers.
Yeah.
Whalesville, Sleigh Bells, The Lot. I remember you and Drew, I think, reviewed almost all of these, right?
I never heard of Whalesville, Sleigh Bells, or The Lot.
No.
Wait, wasn't The Lot the one that was written by Marguerite?
Oh,
yeah.
that fucking
This
piece
one.
of shit.
Yeah, this one was awful.
I didn't realize that was a bad idea, but yeah, I read
didn't
that,
either.
unfortunately.
I thought it was Image.
I did too.
The whole miniseries, wasn't it about like how black people don't have representation in films or something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah. And that was going to get optioned. That was going to be the next big thing. And
Yep. Come on, you remember Sleigh Bells? This was fun. It was like the...
God, it was something.
Awful.
I did
what
not.
the fuck is that?
I didn't read that.
Zev Wells.
Yeah.
Of course.
Then they had the Wave 2.
Whoa, you skipped Hank Howard, Pizza Detective.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fuck that.
What
Just
is
people
that?
blowing their load over that damn book. I do not get it.
And it was Robert Venditti, and I remembered reading it, and I was like, this is not good or fun or even remotely interesting.
Looks like Robert Redford.
Yeah. Cover. Wasn't it all black? I thought it was black and white too.
Well, they're probably running out of money at that point. That made sense.
Yeah. Hank Howard, Pizza Detective in Caligula's Safe. God, what a terrible title.
Now
How do you go from
banana number one?
I guess I haven't fallen too far from grace.
No.
I'm still on the same track. But yeah, how do you go from like these bangers like Tankers and Monster Kill Squad, and then you have something like this?
Oh
wow.
It's guess I compare it to it's like a Canon Films type thing where like for every runaway train you'll have and you'll have like 10 Enter the Ninjas or 10 Death Wishes or Over the Tops.
Yeah, the art in this was freaking sweet.
I love Monster Kill Squad. That is the series I will stand by from Bad Idea. That is the one.
Yeah. Pirate.
Oh, the pirate.
Pirate.
Oh, fuck that.
This thing
Fuck
was
that
garbage.
This was awful. Pirate Queen. Yeah, this was terrible.
Yeah, was there? I think it was like Monday morning or something stupid. Like, oh God.
Yeah, she was in love with John Everyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awful.
This is really where I feel like everyone just kind of fell off because the quality dipped so low. Because then this was like this is when they started doing like first printings and second printings, but they had these like weird Orc Island, the ends. They're all terrible.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are. A lot of these are. And this is when they started. And then, 2022, they closed up shop and said that we are no longer a comic book publisher, but we're going to become a donut shop. But with every box of donuts that you buy, you'll get a comic book. And that comic book was Bunsen Beaver, #1.
And people spent like $200 on this garbage.
Yeah. Guilty. No, I'm kidding. I didn't buy that stuff. I was like, no. And then when you go to here, let's
wasn't Bad Idea the one that had like 2 different books, and if you were like on one half of the country, you got one book, and the other half of the country
passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck off.
So the book was called Passive Aggressive. And one story was passive and the other story was aggressive. So if you were on the East Coast, you got passive or vice versa. I forget.
Aggressive. Be aggressive. Passive. Aggressive. Passive. Aggressive.
So yeah, you're actually 100% right on that one, Josh.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit more of what they were doing. So this is on Reddit. Reddit is a, nightmare, hellish, hellscape.
You'll find no greater hive of scum and villainy than Reddit.
Sure, Twitter is still out there. Like,
yeah. However, every once in a while, you'll get a little bit where you'll get someone who like does something like this, where it's just the entire history. But one of the things I wanted to show is, they did the button, which I think I still have like 2 or 3 of them. I got the ENIAC one of the other ones, and then by the 3rd button that I got, I remember walking into my LCS, and it was like late in the afternoon. It was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I'll pick up that Bad Idea book too." And he goes, "Oh, do you want the pin?" And I was like, "Dude, you guys have been open for like 6 hours already. You telling me no one picked up the pin?" And he's like, "No one wants it." So I was like, "Okay."
I'm still cool.
Yeah, I guess I'll take it.
You know what? I wish I had a comic shop in Max's neighborhood. That's what I'm gonna say. Because
no kidding.
At this point, I could be like, Max, do you not want this? And then when Max leaves, I'm like, sucker.
Yeah. Max, are you sure you don't want the Ripaverse new magazine? Oh, I guess so. You want to support indie creators, right? Yeah, okay.
See Max's car pull up. I'm like, boys, Dickwad's here to get some shitty ass comic.
All the books.
Get the crap out of the back. Let's go.
Yeah. Put it up front. Put it on the shelves. Let's go. We got 5 minutes. He's about to come in.
Right by the cash register.
Yeah. Too funny. Here you go, Josh. Passive Aggressive #1, which was actually 2 different stories with identical covers. Every Bad Idea store got copies of either the passive story or the aggressive story. But the funny thing about that was that you would turn in your button or your sticker for a rock. So the second was the announcement that you could trade those pins to Bad Idea for either a new exclusive comic or a rock. Remember that?
What?
Isn't that just hilarious? So funny, guys.
I remember this was the point where Dave, my LCS owner, was like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I'm so over this shit. Because
the comic.
Well, prior to Bad Idea actually launching their books, I remember Dave was really hopeful that this could be some cool stuff. And then after that first wave, or I think mid first wave, he's like, I don't know what's going on.
Dude, same though. Even my LCS owner, like when I got the first pin, he was like, dude, honestly, I'm thinking that they'll probably do like original art if that is the case. And I was like, could you imagine how sick that would be if like people got original art from the pins? Like they would actually be worth the hundreds of dollars that they were going for. Now might sell for like $20. Like it's worthless. If you're going to trade in something for a comic book or a rock, it's like, God, you guys are the worst.
Rock.
I feel bad because my poor LCS owner has gone through phases of trying to get people hyped on things that's not the big two. And I remember for years they were like, guys, Valiant is like what you're not getting from the big two, you can get from Valiant, Exo Manowar, all this stuff. And then like as he actually starts getting like hordes of people to start reading them, they do their whole like we're relaunching and creative change, and it's like, fuck.
It's like,
he's like, we're going from again, we're going from Robert Venditti to freaking what's her name? What's her nuts?
Oh, Heather Antos?
Vita. Oh no, Vita.
Oh, Vita.
Yeah.
Now this one's kind of interesting too. Conceptual funnies or how to destroy the collector's market. So I'm not a big CGC guy or comics grader, but do y'all remember if this like completely ruined the grading community? Because essentially what had happened was Bad Idea put together an invisible comic where CGC graded them randomly. Some were 9.8s, some were 10.0s, some were 3.5s. Like it was just random. And they sold them at $1,000 a slab on New Year's Eve. And all it was 2 pieces of acetate stapled together and put into a CGC slab. If that is not one of the biggest scams, I don't know what is.
How can you buy this and not feel like an absolute sucker? I don't understand.
I mean, I guess I can't speak because I did buy the concept art book for ISOM. So maybe you guys can speak a little bit to this more than I can. But
it's better than buying an quote unquote invisible comic that's graded.
That's true. Yeah. For $1,000. That's a little bit different.
Yes.
So.
Like it would be one thing if it was actually like a book that had clear pages, and maybe if you had heat go onto it, there was like some art in a story or something that would appear. Like, okay, cool, maybe, but it's just it's not. It's just it's air.
What it is.
Yeah.
Jack Frost says it's an expensive joke. JK says, I'm perplexed by all this. I'm so in the wrong business. No, JK. They are in the wrong business. This is not how you do comic books. Believe me. I mean, but then again, what do I know? Because people bought it. So I guess I'm just as much of a sucker. Salty says, don't give Eric July any ideas. MG, I've not traded any stickers or any buttons. I still have all of them. So, damn, CGC 9.8s are going for $10. Good night. So,
this brings up another segue conversation. I really feel like the grading market that has completely imploded. I'm not saying it's done, but it like the Funko Pops, it's oversaturated. There's too much shit.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying that Bad Idea is oversaturated?
No. Just grading comics in general. That's because everyone's getting like every single new issue of whatever comes out graded because they think, it's gonna be something someday, and I'm like, no, you fucking psycho. But yeah, also I'd say like they've got to fix their process of how they do things. Like this whole idea that you have to pay based on what you assume the comic's going to be graded at, and then surprise, it wasn't, but you just overpaid for getting that comic graded is retarded.
So, all that being said, are we excited for the next Bad Idea book?
No.
Because Planet Death isn't going to come out until November. Planet Death issue number 2 isn't coming out till November.
Wait,
Why?
what?
Mm-hmm.
What's their excuse? You get a rock in between or what?
Well, they have all those creative powerhouses behind the scenes working on it. So they got
essentially they want to do a whole run of Banana number 1, number 2, and number 3, and Banana number 1, number 2, Banana number 1, number 3. So in the meantime, they got to work on that with Comic Tom. Why would they do Planet Death? Come on.
Max, every week I hit Friday. I'm glad it's the weekend. I start thinking there's faith in the world. And then I come on your show and you just fucking shit on everything. Like you just, whatever hope is there gets diminished.
Well,
we got to talk about Ripa. We got to talk about Bad Idea.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, because I have to get back at y'all because, in the mornings I've got my cup of coffee. I'm sitting by the window with my cat, or maybe I'm reading a good comic or something. And then you guys send me some of the most degenerate level, TikTok video. And I'm like, oh God, thanks for ruining my day. So of course I have to come back on here and just give it right back.
That is 100% me. And I'm,
it's true.
Just making sure your blood gets flowing in the morning, Max. It's to help you out. That's all.
Oh, thank you. How kind of you. You know what else gets my blood flowing in the morning? Red Sonja.
Oh,
have y'all seen this trailer?
No.
It's red. I pseudo watched it. I couldn't tell you about any of the dialogue or anything because I was at work. But I will say visually, it looks cheap as fuck.
I was gonna say, is this gonna be on the Sci-Fi Channel, or is this gonna be what? Is it gonna be in theaters? Is it?
Oh yeah.
No, it's not. No,
well, because
it's not gonna be in the theaters. It's gonna be like on demand, right?
Why would it not be in theaters? Who else? Like, what streaming service would pick up Red Sonja?
Yeah, I do. Think
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be going to theaters. I think it may have a limited run.
No.
But I haven't watched this because I'm still kind of heated from when I was writing Red Sonja for Dynamite, the one shot I did, that they because the rights holders for the film, they didn't appreciate how I ended one of the fights, so we had to redo it. And they threw a stink literally several months after everything was fully illustrated and done. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? You guys couldn't have said this like almost 6 months ago. And just so like I still hold a little resentment on the rights holders.
Damn. Well, hopefully this cheers you up, Drew. Maybe this will, maybe this will make things right again. I'm not sure, but I am sorry to hear that. But yeah, no, this will apparently end up in theaters. The funny thing is that originally the actress was going to be the same actress who's Ghost from the MCU films. She was in Thunderbolts and she was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, the Ant-Man and the Wasp. But then she dropped out, and man, after this trailer, I'm sure she is just praising the Lord right now. So what I'll do is I'll play this fully through, and then we'll talk about our reactions to this, because I don't want to pause it. You have to kind of experience it in all its greatness, because it's something. So
I'm excited.
Yeah. So hold on to your butts. Yeah, here we go.
Sonja, the earth is bleeding.
And grant me the power to find those who did this.
Why are you here?
To see my people again is all I dreamed of.
I like this one. Very, very feisty, eh? He wants us to fight, or we both die.
So
Someone has to make a stand. Nothing but death awaits us. I will do what damage I can.
You know what, Red? You are quite the woman. You think that your gods can stop me from conquering the world beyond?
It won't just be the Acadians who suffer. It will be every tribe, every people who defy him. I am here to fight!
You and all of your kind are relics from the past. I am the future!
It's now or never.
Do you choose death?
Never.
Oh, God.
You can have this and these.
And that protects.
Nothing. The crowd will love it.
Oh,
let's
got
fucking
him.
Go.
Please tell me. Please tell me Uwe Boll is directing this.
Oh man, hold on. Let me see if I can get the perfect. Oh yeah.
Please tell me it's Uwe Boll.
yeah. Look at oh.
She's holding both those
Queen.
arrows. Look at that. That's
Yeah,
impressive.
why are her wait, that shouldn't be right.
Wait,
Shouldn't her
how's it-
fingers be
what's
over
holding
the
it?
arrow?
Exactly.
Oh man.
In
I guess I'll go
Boll
bottom
film.
up. I guess I'll go bottom up for reactions. Kyle, what'd you think about this bad boy?
This isn't a movie. You're joking.
This is
Funny.
This is a meme. Yep.
I get it. This isn't a real movie. I don't know what this is. This is a fan film. This is something that was shot in a weekend somewhere. Like this is a joke. Right?
I'm pretty sure fan films could look better than this.
Probably. I mean, this is bad. Like she is just a plank of wood. Her lines, everything was a thud. She didn't believe in this movie. It's a joke. Like I don't know what this is. This is this is House of the Dead. Like this is stupid shit. Like this is really bad.
Yeah. Even the script, that last line where she goes, like, what does she say? Oh, you will die. And she goes, no, I choose not. Yes.
Acting.
Of course. Acting. Oh, man.
Brilliant.
God.
Drew, what do you think about this? You're a Red Sonja fan. Yeah, you gosh dang almost wrote the character.
Yeah, I did write the character. I did write Red Sonja twice. This is terrible. I mean, this just it's so bad on the level that I don't know what would be worse, the Bridget Nielsen version or this. I think this is worse than the Bridget Nielsen version so far from what I'm seeing.
So. Yeah.
At least with Bridget's, we got Arnie in it as not Conan. But this, literally looks like a Uwe Boll film. If you had said Uwe Boll directed this, yeah, I believe you. And it does look incredibly cheap. It looks like it was made for not even the Sci-Fi Channel. I mean, it looks like it was made for Tubi TV or something. I'm sure the actress is a good person, but oof, man, this is
yeah. She's super beautiful. I mean, like I'm sure, like nothing. I haven't seen the film. I'm sure the cast are lovely people or whatever, whatever. But just based on the trailer itself, yeah,
it just looks rough, and the acting, the dialogue is rough. God, I'm gonna watch this because I'm a Red Sonja fan, and like I said, I've written Red Sonja, so I do want to see how this turned out.
I guess you do have to watch it now. So
we're talking about how bad the writing is, and the main writing credit the writer has is The Witcher: Blood Origin. So,
ooh,
explains it.
Oh my god! And, that's really what they're credit was not the Witcher Netflix series like with Henry Cavill. The Witcher Blood Origin, which was that side offshoot.
Now, on a surprising note, and I think this potentially goes more to the cinematography than the actual directing, but I was kind of like, man, this looks bad too. And I looked up the director. So the director is a female, which you might go, oh, that explains it. But this director was also one of the directors that worked on the Terminal List that's on Reacher. Like,
whoa, what?
I know. You would think she was a director for Altered Carbon.
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking at this going, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe she had really good assistant directors on those shows, but
or was like I don't know what. Oh, man, that's
you know what, Josh? I think you're onto something there. I really feel like with those other programs that she was involved with, that there were people in charge, people above her who were in charge of overseeing the IP to make sure like things were held in place. You know, like nothing was going to get fucked with too much. And she just may have been like a hired gun to do something. Whereas with this, she probably had more control, and we're seeing that okay, she really is not that creative when it comes to handling something that she doesn't
or
answering to.
A third option is what Salty Traveling Sea says here for $5. Thank you, sir, for the $5. It says transy leftist dude directed, and that it is not a woman at all, but a dude in a dress. So I wonder if maybe as a dude, he directed like all these really great, you know, Terminalist, whatever have you, Altered Carbon, and then maybe when he transitioned, he directed Red Sonja. I don't know, but I'll read the rest of this. Thank you again, Salty. He says, climate change themes removed Sonja's grape as her inciting incident. Sure, right. Red Sonja. Well, yeah, Salty, it's the same thing we've been getting like over and over again. They had two lines that are basically rehashed. The one guy goes, oh, I like this one. It's feisty. Cue the Thor clip from Avengers Endgame where he goes, I like this one to Captain Marvel. And then the other line that they rehashed was when the guy's looking at her and he goes like, oh, you are quite the woman, or you are an amazing woman. Or so it's like, oh, of course we're going to get validation, just constant. You know, we're not actually going to show why she is such a stellar woman. We're just going to have everyone tell us. Yeah, just pathetic writing. But Salty, thank you so much for the $5, brother. And yeah, it's sad to hear and see that this is kind of where, and this is the thing, it's like we could have a movie where, hey, finally we get it right, but the ideology just takes over every single time. But you know what film doesn't do that? This one's for you, Salty.
You called down the thunder, well now you got it. You tell him I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Flick's Brewhouse to bring that back one night. I would just love to watch that in theater one night.
Oh, that'd be epic. All right, well, Joshy Poo.
Yeah.
Redeem these two. These guys are just haters. What do you have to say?
No, they're This is no. Listen, you know what I would rather watch? You know what I'd rather watch? This.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Here's the thing. This was what, early to mid 90s?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the production quality is pretty much the same, except this was probably like 1/50th of the production budget, and still somehow managed to be. I mean, look, it's campy. It's I've got Hercules over here too, but
no, but still, Josh, you hit the nail on the coffin there. It's when you have Sam Raimi, his studio involved.
Yeah,
there is no director on the planet who can stretch a dollar further and make it look like $1 million than Sam Raimi. He is the guy for that. Can you imagine if Sam Raimi had directed this? This would look like $1 million.
Yeah.
And but no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Sam Raimi could have saved this one.
Oh, he
but
could have. There's no doubt in my mind.
So,
he could.
yeah.
He couldn't save Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, though.
Oh,
But that was also, corporate interference. So here's what I'm gonna say, and unless Josh, did you have anything else that you wanted to say about this?
No.
Okay. So, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, just no. Just no.
Just no. Oh God, no.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Thank you.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. I'm sorry, dog. That was a terrible performance. One of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. But I've got to share something that I think is very, very reminiscent of this trailer. So in the early 2000s, there was a wave of sword and sandal films, sword and sorcery films, whatever you want to call it, like fantasy. And one of these was called In the Name of the King. It is one of the worst movies I've watched in my entire life, but it's so bad.
And who directed it? Max?
Who did direct it?
Uwe Boll. I was talking about. This is the guy I was joking about. It looks like Uwe Boll directed it. The guy who directed In the Name of the King.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a measly 4%.
Oh shit!
Not like 14%. 4. It's bad. But not only did we have like In the Name of the King, but all of these other just awful films that were like these, like I said, sword and sandal. Like, what's this? The Last Legion. But then you look at the cast: Colin Firth, Ben Kingsley, and you're like, wait, what is happening? Why are these A-listers on this like awful film?
Look at the names involved in The Name of the King. You had Jason Statham, Burt Reynolds, Ray Liotta, Baby Helen Hunt,
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman. It's just like, holy crap.
Hey, you got Lily Sobieski, who was like the greatest Joan of Arc ever. What are you talking about?
Baby Helen Hunt. Yeah.
No, what I will say is with some of these things, a lot of these actors were theater actors, and this was still a point in time in Hollywood where it was like, you're not a screen actor, you're a stage actor. So they couldn't get good shit. So they had to kind of come in and build their resume with shitty films to be able to move in to do something else.
Yeah, I guess so. But man, it's embarrassing when you look. And I mean, hey, I would kill to be in one of these like sword and sorcery films. Like, it would be so epic to just be all decked out in like knight armor or like Templar stuff. But you've got In the Name of the King, Seventh Son, The Last Witch Hunter, the one with Vin Diesel, The Last Legion, Viking Destiny, Season of the Witch with Nicolas Cage. Like, these are objectively bad movies. And they were all within this time frame of like, early 2000s to like mid 2000s. You also had Hercules, which was the one with The Rock. And then you had another Hercules like that same year with some handsome guy.
I'm thinking, sorry. I was thinking of Conan the Barbarian. My bad. Yes.
No. Well, that's with Jason Momoa, which was also bad.
Yeah, that was with Paradox. That's who I was signed with for my first script.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Prince of Persia, Ironclad, Season of the Witch, Beowulf, Hansel and Gretel. Just like, it's such a funny era of time.
Yeah, wasn't Hansel and Gretel the one with Jeremy Renner?
Yeah, wasn't that Gretel, Gretel and Hansel? I think it was they swept
Gretel
around. It was like Gretel and Hansel.
Gretel and Hansel. Hans and Franz, and we are here to pump you up. But yeah, man, this looks like one of those movies where I think, Kyle, you mentioned it earlier, like they took a weekend and the editing for this trailer is horrendous. it's like there's just like things just like happen. It's like things are just hitting you in the face.
So that was, and this is what I was saying. The look of it feels more like a cinematography thing than necessarily a direction thing. But the editing in this trailer is so god awful that you can't actually get a sense of anything, other than the fact that it's cheap and the script is god awful. But some of the fight scenes that they were doing, honestly, looked okay. And then you'd see a really bad like CGI take of them doing a flip through the air or something. So, and the actors are all way too clean and way too pretty.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that
looks bad.
Yeah, the only reason why I'd say I don't necessarily know if I like the action scenes here or not is just because it looked. Oh yeah, you're saying like the costumes look too clean and like everything is just perfect. It's like this looked like they got these from like the theater or the Party City or something. I love this line.
You know what, Red? You are quite the woman.
You are quite the woman.
You are quite the woman.
But yeah,
this reminds me of those actors that are so concerned with how good they look instead of how good they perform. That's what this reminds me of. But no, there are legitimately some of these action sequences in here don't look like some of this stuff looks like it could be okay, but then you have this that looks god awful.
That looked awful.
But so that's what I'm saying. Like some of the stuff where they've got the wide shot and there's actually a bunch of people fighting. Like, hey, I'm gonna applaud that because we don't get that shit in movies anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. Like
so
that,
like
that
her doing the role and that looked good.
But
then you go and do stuff like this that's up close and it looks so bad.
Yeah. And plus that roll, the editing for the roll is like cut as she's rolling. So you can't actually.
Yeah.
But like you said, it does look much more realistic.
Yeah.
Oh, the editing on this gives me like anxiety.
The editing on this reminds me of the Jennifer Garner Elektra movie. Where it looks like they maybe potentially could have had a cool fight scene, but you don't really know because they just keep cutting and it's so close that you can't actually tell what's going on.
I gotta hear this last line one more time. It's like it's one of those lines where it's like, "But you must die."
You can have it.
Do you choose death? Never.
Do you choose death? Never.
Never.
Okay.
Wait, but you must die? Was that the Mortal Kombat 2? What was Sindel's line? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking of that. Yeah.
Too bad you must die.
Must die. Yeah. To her own daughter. Oh jeez.
So when are we seeing this bad boy?
When does it come out?
Go together.
When is it?
Honestly, to my knowledge, that was like an unlisted trailer. Like the only reason I found that is because it was in like one of our group chats on Twitter. So I don't actually know if it's on YouTube or not. But
no, I'm
sure not. I mean, it's definitely on YouTube, but I just don't know. I don't know who's producing it. I don't know when it's out. Any of that. So
August 15th, 2025.
Ooh, all right. Summer blockbuster.
Hey.
We're gonna review it. Frank Zanko, what's happening, brother? He says, "Hey guys, I was hoping this movie would never see the light of day."
So will they.
So yeah, so will they. Sorry, Kyle, I cut you off. What were you gonna say earlier?
Nothing. Fuck this movie.
You know what they should have done? They should have hired a different writer. First off,
they should have just done everything.
Well, I mean, can you imagine how much better this would be if Gail Simone were writing? She wrote the comic. I mean,
it's true. a page a day with no edits, no anything. You just write one page a day. You film that page, and then you go to the next day, film the next page.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Too funny.
Here on the bottle. Brilliant.
Yep. Produced by Bad Idea.
Yeah, don't be taking their ideas, man. They work hard on these things, okay? So But yeah, I just found that hilarious because I was like, yeah, I remember this era in time very, very distinctly because it was right after Lord of the Rings and everyone wanted to do that, but no one could.
No.
So,
and it honestly, that I was watching the show, that Spartacus show on Stars, and some of those scenes, and that looked so much better than that trailer for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's crazy because this is clearly going to have a budget that it should have looked better.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Well, moving on. Like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, well, it's out. I guess nothing will happen. I guess something will happen. Who knows? But God, that's gonna be brutal. What's even more brutal though, and on to our next topic. Well, actually, maybe this is some good news, guys, because honestly, the MCU needs a pick-me-up. And in comparison to DC right now, I think it's really going to have to do some work to try and get back into the good graces of the people. So before we get into our Superman discussion, we've got one more topic, and that is to talk about Marvel. And guys, I think they've done it. Marvel confirms 11 superhero kids are officially part of the MCU. We're back, boys. We're back.
Hey.
Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
I think it's pretty cool.
The thing about that image has me coming back for more.
Yeah. I mean, what about this doesn't tell you like, oh man, I'm really invested in these characters?
You know, speaking of invested in that character, I'm just a little segue, but it involves that character. Is that new Jonathan Hickman miniseries, Invasion or
Imperial,
something
like that. Whatever it is, that one.
Dealing with the death of Scar, and no one gives a shit. No one's talking about it. I'm loving that.
God, yeah, it's embarrassing at this point. But yeah, I thought we'd just go through some of these characters and see, what the future of the MCU holds. We've got Franklin Richards. We've got Billy and Tommy Maximoff.
God damn it.
Hey, you know what? What I will say is, out of everyone that's on this list, Billy was actually handled halfway decently.
Wasn't he just a queen in the show though?
At first, but he was like putting on a front.
Oh, okay.
There were 2 episodes right there before the end. There were I will fight till the end of the day. They were excellent episodes of television.
And Wiccan was like, because he's Wiccan, right?
Yeah, you like one of it is how he got into this kid's body to become.
Oh,
and it's a good episode of TV.
Wow. Okay. All right. We've got Cassie Lang.
Fuck this.
Okay, so Cassie was a good character up until this last fucking film.
Yeah.
That. So look, this actress, I don't know who her agent is, but she always lands the most insufferable characters on film. Every single film she's in, she plays an insufferable bitch.
Yeah, probably because she goes in and does an audition, and they're like, "Oh man, you do this great," and then they realize she's probably just an insufferable bitch in real life, so she's not even acting. She's probably just like.
That's true.
I was gonna say sometimes like a lot of these companies will just hire someone because they can't act and they're just going to be who they are. I mean, I don't know. I feel like The Rock is one of those where they just tell him to be The Rock.
Yeah.
But
or Jack Nicholson is Jack Nicholson.
Or what's his name?
I don't think The Rock has ever had as much charisma in any of his film roles as he has had as the actual Rock.
Yeah, that's a good point. But no, Jack Black. Everyone just says like, okay, just be that. And yeah, all right. Even though he used to be able to act. But yeah, no, Cassie's the worst. She clearly, at the dinner table and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, when she's like, "Oh yeah, Dad, what have you ever done?" "Oh yeah, I don't know, maybe save the entire multiverse." But
yeah, and on top of that, she got arrested for assaulting police officers in San Francisco. Yeah. It's like,
and was acting like it's their fault. Yeah, no, it was just a nightmare. And then her catchphrase is like, "Don't be a dick," to MODOK, and her whole
"Don't be a dick." And then you get the whole speech to the entire microverse. "Don't be a dick."
She's like, "We're probably all gonna die, and all of you are the worst, but like, we're gonna get through this together because like, viva la revolution, right?"
I can't remember the last time I wanted to curb stomp a character more. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, no, that was a terrible scene. And her acting there was abysmal. So, this is a new Marvel character. I've never seen this thing before, but oh well.
That's Salo.
Oh, it is. Oh God, T'Challa 2. Oh, so they're okay with recasting Black Panther now? Okay. Interesting.
I mean, he openly said they were doing this even before the movie came out. But anyways, carry on.
Oh, okay. Scar.
Fucking burn it to the ground.
Because everyone loved this. Whatever this is. Now, this looks like PS2 animation. Like,
you should imagine seeing it on TV with motion. It's even worse.
When it moves, it's like nightmare fuel. No.
The sheer fact that they saw that and they said, "Yes, this is a good idea. Let's do this." That's disturbing.
The fact that any of these people or any of these like kids that Marvel is saying, "Look at all these kid actors that they're going to be the new Avengers," or like, what is it? Avengers?
Wait, where the fuck is Kate Bishop? Where is Miss Marvel? Why do you have Hawkeye's kids here?
Where's the kid from Kentucky in Iron Man 3? What about him?
Yeah, what is this?
Well, the kid from Kentucky, that's this kid. Morgan,
no,
right?
That's the Tony Stark's daughter.
Oh, that's right.
Potts. Yeah, I love you 3000. How can you forget I love you 3000, Max?
Because all of this is just slop now, and I don't care anymore. But yeah, no, where's Kate Bishop? The only good character out of any of these that would have actually been like, oh yeah, okay, I can trust her. But yeah, Kate Bishop's not here. Miss Marvel's not here. And thankfully, Riri,
listen, that show just came out and I'm already trying to forget that bitch. So
yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, but she's still here. I think you kind of have her like suit, you kind of remember the suit because it has that particular sound. It doesn't have like the Iron Man like the solar kind of ramp up. It's got a different it's got a different one. Yeah. Salty says, "Tell me Scar's a joke. That can't be real."
No, bro.
Oh,
that
it's
is
real.
The end of She-Hulk.
It's real, my friend.
That is the image they thought, yes, this is a good idea. Let's put this in here. This is ready to go.
Yeah. Wait, Jamin, you want to get through this faster? Oh, come on. We could talk about this all night. This is good stuff.
This is making me mad.
Oh, good evening, Nadia. I didn't even see you come in. Thanks for being here, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening. All that being said, are we excited for the new Young Avengers?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't even have the two people that are the fucking leaders of the new. It's the two
Three
leaders
people.
are Kate and freaking Miss Marvel. Anyone that knows anything that Marvel's doing right now should know, like, the first person they should have listed was Miss Marvel, because that's all they care about at this point.
Yeah.
What have we come to? Time out. What have we come to that this is an actual article that gets posted to a real fucking website? Hey guys,
the direct.
Did you know that there are kids in Marvel movies? Oh my god. We got the kids in the Marvel movies, guys. Sorry, Max, you're getting canceled for that, and I'm getting fired from my job, but it was worth it.
No, that's hilarious. I don't care. I mean, hey, I identify, so it's okay. Yeah, no, it's pretty pathetic that this is the state of Marvel that we're in. When it used to be like, oh, will Thor get his hammer back? Or like, I don't know, is Thor the most damaged character in the MCU after he's lost everything? Are we going to get a spin-off show with like Thor and Rocket as they like travel the cosmos? Like, these sound great. No. Nope, none of that. We'll just talk about how Fat Thor is a joke and how the goats scream and how 11 superhero kids are officially part of the MCU. That's what we'll talk about instead. Much better. I'll take your deafening silence as hope for the future.
Okay, time out. I understand that I misread the title. I was taking it as kids that are superheroes, and it's kids that are the kids of superheroes. Which still, who gives a fuck?
Oh, I thought this was Young Avengers, no? 11 superhero kids are officially part of the MCU.
Right.
As the MCU expands and grows, a new generation of heroes is being added to the family.
Scroll down just a little bit. There was something in here that talked about how they are essentially the children of our heroes.
Oh, so it's not saying like these are the Young Avengers.
No. These are all kids of heroes. So,
which is almost worse in a way, because that's a dumber article.
Exactly.
Because it serves no purpose.
Oh yeah. See, the MCU now contains a handful of superhero parents and kids, with many of these offspring bound for big things, except they're not. You're not going to see Scar again, most likely. If you do, he's probably going to get killed right away.
Oh, come on. You're not going to get to see this? That's unfortunate.
We unfortunately know that even though she wasn't listed, we know Riri's coming back, and she's got the Hood's cloak as part of her Ironheart suit.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Hell yeah. So magic and tech. Hell yeah. Jack says you'll get nothing and like it. MG's gonna get that haircut next week. Hell yeah, buddy.
Do it.
And then send us a picture and we'll show it on the show.
Can you imagine if I showed up to work with that haircut? I think my boss would be like, what the fuck? You need to leave now.
Oh.
But you'd be in like a nice suit. So it equals out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what would you say? Like, oh, the barber just messed up.
Yeah.
Or you could just rock it and be like, no, this is my new haircut.
Died mid-cut. Well, I don't know what to do. Just like shave your head. Anything is better than this.
Anything, literally. All right. So I guess it is that time. We've talked about a couple different topics, but I mean, nothing better than Superman. So, gentlemen on the bottom, we've got Kyle and Drew. You guys just recently saw the movie. Josh and I have not, but we still want to hear your takes. And I'm just going to say, go total spoilers. I do not care. Actually, well, Josh, yeah. Oh, shit.
I mean, I'm not too crazy or concerned about spoilers. I'm just saying, I don't know if we're actually excited to hear one of their takes, right? Like, I think one of them we could say, I don't really fucking care, but we might want to hear his wife's take.
She clearly has the more based and objective take about the film.
Yeah.
Is that fair, Kyle?
Well, she didn't like it either, so...
Well, what? Oh, gosh. Well, let's just get right into it then. So you and Amy went and saw this bad Larry, and you did not enjoy it, eh?
No, I've seen the movie twice. I saw it on Tuesday, the Prime early showing here in the theater. So it was like 3/4 full. So I was expecting a packed house because, early showing, and I go into, the theater and I walk in and it's packed, tons of people, everyone in their dumbass Superman shirts. So like all the autistic kids are out, like they're just they're in their thing. They're in their element. They're having a good time. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, I will try to get in the moment and not go in arms crossed, and I'll be pleasantly surprised. And by the time the movie was over, you could hear a fucking pin drop in the theater. Nobody clapped, hooted, nothing.
Wow.
Dead silence. Dead silence leaving the theater. Nobody said a word. They all just walked out to their cars. I even waited in the lobby because I'm like, I just want to hear reaction.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Just to get a sense of like what people were kind of feeling, but there was nada.
Nothing. And this was the early showing. This was like for the diehard fans. I'm like, this would be for people who chose to see it a few days early.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right. So then I was asking my wife, who doesn't know shit about fuck when it comes to superheroes. Superman.
We love you, wife. Yeah.
Yes.
You're great, but
you know, she's seen 10 movies in her entire life. And the first time she got to see Star Wars was with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra playing the music live to the movie. That's the first time you get to see Star Wars in your life. Like I'm having I am crying because I get to hear the music live. And she's just like, does this take place on Earth? And I'm like, if you say one more word, I will fucking kill you. Like, did you not read a long time ago in a galaxy far, far fucking away? Like, why did you think this was Earth? It's questions like that. I'm like, I'm questioning everything about myself right now. Like, you just need to not talk to me.
That's how I feel. Like, that's a good barometer for a first date too. Like, if I put on Lord of the Rings and she's like, so like, is this supposed to be like Harry Potter? I'm gonna be like, out.
Yep.
Nope, we're done. So
you run.
Yeah.
So that's her background in all of this. So she knows nothing. And so she hasn't seen Christopher Reeve, Superman. She hasn't seen anything. Knows nothing. And I just wanted her take. I'm like, all right, you have, a gorgeous guy on screen. You got all this stuff to, razzle dazzle you. Maybe you'll like something. And I was like, so? She's like, I didn't like that at all. I'm like,
damn,
really? I mean, because it wasn't fucking Downton Abbey. So I'm like, all right, fine. You don't have a bunch of servants complaining about somebody's tea being too hot or some shit on fucking episode. So, but yeah, she wasn't surprised at this. And basically I'm doing the arms crossed here. I fucking hated this movie. I hate James Gunn as a fucking director. I'm just steadfast. I went out of Guardians 3 hating that movie because it was just a fucking loud mess. And I really didn't like it. And I'm just, after seeing it again, I was like, yeah, I really hate James Gunn. Like, I fucking hated this movie. I hated everything about this movie.
Wow. So, and that's what's so interesting to me, because there's been a ton of online discourse, whether it's on the old twat or whatnot on YouTube, but there have been camps from people who are like, this is the greatest superhero film of all time. This will be forever my favorite Superman, blah, blah, blah. This inspires hope and this and that. And then there have been people who are like, this is perfectly mid, but the people who hate this, like it is the worst, objectively worst exemplification, or that's not the right word. Example of Superman that they've ever witnessed. So it sounds like you're pretty squarely in that camp. And I give you credit for seeing it twice, because you gave it the goodwill of seeing it again.
I did, because after the first time I was like, I never want to see this piece of shit again. Like, I really was that, like,
wow.
I did not enjoy it. I didn't enjoy, the more the movie went on, if I call it a movie, I don't think it is a movie. I think it's a bunch of fucking TikToks just put together to look like a movie. And I was like, I don't know what this thing is that I just watched, but I don't want any part of that.
So what's interesting is the first thing you texted us, because I had asked you, I was like, so what'd you think of Superman? And I think you said something to the effect of, I'm not going to tell you. Like, we're going to save it for the show. But the one thing that you did say was that it felt like TikToks strewn together by like a 14-year-old or something. And dude, you are not the first person to have said that to me. And I continually hear it over and over again now by people who are saying it's rushed. It feels like a conglomeration and a collaboration of like best of clips of a TV series that are put on TikToks and that people just continue to scroll through these little vignettes. And that's exactly what you said coming out of the theater. And I was like, it sounds like that holds true. That's one of the things that a lot of people have an issue with this.
Yeah. It's the clip show from the Seinfeld episode, the clips. Like, oh, here's the best of, because we don't have anything. It's during the summertime. Let's just throw this fucking clip show together. Yeah. That's what this movie is.
Damn.
Wow. Do you feel, and this is my one question before Drew gives his take, but do you feel like it was almost mandated? Like, do you think having all these characters and the fact that, hey, we need to have this like a universe already existing, do you feel like that plays into that problem?
I think so. I think he overextended himself.
Yeah.
And the fact that there were just too many spinning plates and there's only so much time in a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Now, if you're running 2.5, okay, you can have more time. But if studio mandates like cut this thing down to like just over 2 hours, that you can't have this many characters in here. You get nothing from the Daily Planet. You could get rid of all those fucking characters because they're not characters. They're caricatures. Wow. It's like, you don't need them. It's Guy Gardner was about the only thing. Nathan Fillion had a couple of lines and I'm like, all right, that's not bad.
I think that's just Nathan Fillion's charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, fuck Crypto. Fuck that dog. Like, I can't stand that goddamn dog. I wanted it fucking dead. Like, I really hated Crypto. I really did.
So on the topic of characters, can
we get Drew's just general take? Like,
yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. That's a good point. Because I was about to. Because
I want to deep dive, but I kind of want to see if Drew's going to come in and be like, so I liked it.
Well, to be fair, Drew and I argued last time with Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah. So I'm very curious to hear what Drew says as well. But yeah, Drew, take it away, brother. I'm sorry, I almost went.
Oh no, you're fine. So before seeing this, I had listened to reviews from people whose reviews I trust, like Robert Meyer Burnett, Gary from Neurotic, Film Threat, and I was left uneasy. So I went in kind of questioning this film. It sounded like there was going to be at least one big thing that would really irk me. And yes, they were right. There is one big matzo ball I was hoping was a trick, but no, it's real. And it breaks the lore, going back to the very, very beginning of the character. On top of that, this film felt rushed and horribly edited. I mean, there's chunks of this movie that felt like they're missing that probably provide answers to scenes that bring up things that we don't see. The humor is probably half good. I mean, there's a lot of jokes that just completely fall flat, and there's a few that do land, but a lot of them just fall flat. The music, it was okay. The soundtrack and the punk rock music, it doesn't work. Especially at the end, it does not work. The supporting cast, it ranges from really good to just okay to, dear Lord, this will be a long few years. I think the standouts are Miss Tessmacher. I thought she was hilarious. The actress playing her, I got a kick out of her. She reminded me of what's her name, Isla Fisher from Wedding Crashers. Just I love that. I thought she was hysterical.
And don't
Nathan
you
Fill-
leave me because
Yes.
I'll
Oh, God.
find you.
Yeah. There's a great scene with that with her and Jimmy Olsen. I was laughing out loud. Nathan Fillion, great guy who plays Mr. Terrific. He was the real hero of this film. He stole the movie. Everyone else was good, except for Supergirl. Dear Lord, that's going to be a very, very, very long movie. The other problem I had, I mean, when you look at most of the prior interpretations of Superman, like Lex, Lois, Lex, and the parents, those versions, whether it was a movie or a show or a cartoon, would have at least one endearing moment. Shit, even the Man of Steel had it when little Clark was crying, asking if he could still be Pa Kent's son after he discovers he's an alien. The best and most recent one was from Superman and Lois, the first episode. Thanks, my mom made it.
Yeah.
This one didn't have one. They tried with Clark and Pa Kent on the porch, but it falls flat. This was a very, very average film. Would I want to watch this again? No, not really. I'll undeniably rewatch Superman 3 a few more times before I watch this again.
Oh wow. Two things. One, I'm going to comment on Salty's comment because if you remember when they released that second trailer and they showed a little bit more of Ma and Pa Kent, and you had Ma Kent, then she's like, "Well, I'll go get your boots," and I was like, "Man, they're doing the wrong kind of country. They're doing the total like backwoods hick-total country." Instead of like we're country, but we're kind of established. We have a good reputation. And I got nervous right away just from that. But I was like, you know what? Maybe there's going to be more of, especially Pa Kent in this, because if you remember back when he was writing this, Gunn was like, "Oh, this is a love letter to my dad."
Oh, dude, no. I guarantee you, like I said, this movie is horribly edited, and I guarantee you there are probably a solid 10 minutes with Pa Kent cut out of this film. Because, I mean, total screen time, Kyle, he probably has, what, maybe 3 minutes?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If that, yeah. I mean, it is so quick. Just like you could get rid of these characters, too. They're not characters.
I remember hearing someone saying that this felt hollow and shallow, and I think that tracks because of just how quickly we have to move from scene to scene, which doesn't give y'all the time with those characters to really understand their motivations and like actually understand who they are and get to just get to spend time with them.
No, seriously, we get more time with Miss Tessmonker than we do with the Kents.
Wow,
which is hysterical.
Dang, man.
I will say the other thing I was going to say is my buddy BD, when he saw this, he kind of said some of the same things you just said, Drew. He said that for him, Mr. Terrific was by far the standout as far as like characters go. He shared the same concern about Supergirl. He was like, "I don't know, man. Like it just did not sit right." And then he had made the comment that he felt like if this movie had another 20 to 30 minutes just focusing on Clark and Lois, that it would have been a much better movie.
And the other thing is we don't get much Clark in this. I mean, we really get only one scene of Clark, maybe two, and that's it. It's all Superman.
I mean, so should we get into spoilers? Because I was going to ask a question about Supergirl, but I don't know if I can ask that or not.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
okay.
You're getting asshole Supergirl.
Yeah, drunken college dropout Supergirl who calls Clark a bitch. I mean, who's gonna want to watch that character?
So Max, that's the $100 million question. There is a segment of an audience out there, a good portion apparently, that gets a kick out of that finds that charming and hilarious. I don't. I find that insufferable, unfunny, unendearing, unlikable. Why would I want to sit through 2 hours of that?
Yeah, that sounds awful, but it's all Tom King fans.
I was about to say it's.
Oh, your mic cut out. Oh, did it? Yeah. Yeah, you were saying it's you were agreeing that it's all Tom King fans?
Yeah. It's all. I mean, Tom King fans and Tom King.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also the thing that I discovered is that the reason people don't know the difference between Clark and Superman is because Clark's glasses are hypno glasses.
Oh, correct. That's right.
I love the idea of Spiral. I don't even know if they mentioned Spiral in this, but
no.
Okay.
It
comes from
right.
So
yeah.
So now that we've got some of the hot takes out of the way, thank you, Cannoli. Another one on our side to say that Tom King is not a good writer. Thank you. Well, I mean, I will say that.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like a lot of his things, but
he hasn't been a good writer for at least 8 years. How about that?
Yeah.
Here you go. Salty says, I don't want to hate this. I don't want to hate anything I watch. But when it's objectively poor cast, written, edited, dumbed down slop, I'm going to hate it. Yeah, man. Hey, I don't blame you.
Okay, so here's my question: how did you guys feel about David as Superman?
He's good. He's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say more of a
great. Yeah, he looks like Superman.
Acting wise, not there.
I told Drew and I told my wife, I equated him to Brendan Fraser from the 1999 The Mummy.
Ooh.
That Rick character, the way he delivers his lines, even the way he looks. I'm like, he is acting like Brendan Fraser in that movie. And so I'm like, okay, that fit for that character in that movie, but it's not a good fit for Superman, who's been Superman for 3 years at this point in the movie. And I can't take you seriously, like, because you're not taking yourself seriously as an adult.
Fair, yeah. What about?
Because what they were trying.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say they were trying to make him more like heartfelt and innocent and like hopeful and optimistic.
And that's just. I mean, yeah, he says things like "Gosh darn it." You know, you do. It's like, okay, there is a wholesomeness here with the character. Yeah. I do appreciate that. It's just he's missing something. It's hard to explain. He's missing something.
He's missing the fact that they didn't make him Superman in this movie. From my understanding,
that's the other thing. He spends a lot of this time getting his ass kicked, and I don't think he wins a single fight in this. He gets his ass saved quite a bit by either Crypto, Mr. Terrific, and honestly, Mr. Terrific is the real hero of the show. He's the real hero of this. And it's like, he's solving all the problems. He's the one who's fixing things. It's like, I think this is really the Mr. Terrific movie.
Yeah, Superman, not one time he shows up to a situation. He's like, all right, we're doing this. I got this plan and we're going to execute it. Listen to me. We're going to do this. It's being like, I don't know. And then it's everybody else doing everything. And then people not taking him seriously.
That was one thing that I heard a lot, is that people treat him like a dumb idiot, like short bus helmet wearing, like they just do not give him any respect. And that there are a lot of different things that have irked me, but that made me cringe. And the aspect of him not winning any fights and just being beaten down the whole time. I think the reason why that stuff, gets me so upset is because like the whole marketing for this was look up, hope, like optimism. We're gonna bring Superman back, right? And if he's just getting the crap beat out of him the whole time, he has to be able to have the arc to, like, at the end of the movie, hey, now I'm Superman or whatever. But it just sounds like from beginning to end, he's just continually getting crapped on.
Yes, and very underpowered. He needed help fighting a fucking kaiju monster. It's like, really? It took all 4 of you to fight this one thing, and Superman can't do it by himself? Like, give me a break.
He could literally grab it and toss it into space. Like he could, like that's an easy day for Superman.
Yes.
What's interesting, when there's it took me a minute to really realize this, but in the first Superman film, in Superman Returns, Man of Steel, there's geographically there's always like a rift in the earth. Something happens in the city, like whether it's like the San Andreas Fault or Metropolis, it's like you're using the same thing over and over and over again. It's like there's always a split in the earth in one of these cities. But in this one, Superman doesn't do anything to really stop it.
No, it's Mr. Terrific that stops it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, interesting. No. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead.
I'm curious about this. So, a few months back, or maybe a few weeks back, we went over those Reddit rumors. Now, I think some of them came to fruition, from my understanding. But can you, Kyle and Drew, confirm or deny how much of those rumors were true? I believe we had Monkey Men
That's
online.
True.
And we had Lex's prison or Phantom
That's
Zone
true.
where
True.
he had all his exes in.
True.
Yep, that's true.
Oh my god! What do you guys remember? Anything
And the
else
Jimmy
from that
Olsen
thread?
thing, getting this location to that from from Miss Tessmacher, that's all true.
No way.
Yep.
That is the only thing that saves Superman and everybody are
nudie
selfies
pics?
she sends him. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yep.
That's
This
pathetic.
Tessmacher saves the day.
So
Yes.
fuck. I don't even want to go see this movie now.
Oh my god! So all of those were true, bro.
All
That's
true.
unreal.
Yep.
Now, the one thing that I think they changed though is Lex doesn't kick the shit out of Crypto, does he?
Unfortunately, no.
I think that scene got cut.
And that's one thing they
that scene
should've
was
kept.
cut. But the engineer does beat the crap out of Crypto.
Cannoli says, seeing the interdimension. I can't even believe I'm reading this sentence. I'm like, seeing the interdimensional monkeys typing on computers made me laugh out loud. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's clear that James Gunn is really letting out all the shit that happened to him in this film.
Oh, and we have receipts. So after our review, we're going to talk about that because I found all those tweets. And I got to tell you something.
It's fucking. He's weird as fuck and creepy and should not be making films.
I thought that it was just a joke, but I read these things and
There's issues there. Yeah.
I do not understand how he's still making films.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Hollywood, so
Oh well,
It is
actually,
Hollywood.
that tracks.
Yeah.
Hollywood,
Were there any
So-
characters that weren't advertised that are here that are like superhero characters to be like, oh, I guess we're gonna see them in the future?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. There are no. I mean, the only cameo you get is Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You could see him.
Yeah.
Yep.
John
You
Cena.
can see him because he's Peacemaker. He's not John Cena.
Oh,
Max.
dang it. Okay, yeah. all
Dun,
right.
dun, 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 dun. If he did that, then yeah, you couldn't see him.
Have you all seen the trailer? The new, the most recent trailer for the new season of Peacemaker?
No.
It's got
No.
Nathan Fillion and what's her name that plays Hawk
Oh,
Girl.
He's terrible.
Oh.
He is fucking awful
Yeah.
in the movie, by the way.
I believe it.
So
and
Nathan Fillion has been saying yeah, I drop more F-bombs here than I have in my entire career. I'm like, who gives a shit? What suddenly makes that a great role? What suddenly makes that a great show because you drop so many F-bombs? I don't get it.
it's probably one of those things where you have to say something and you can't say this is shit. So I drop more F-bombs than I've ever said, It's,
All I know is I'm still not going to watch it.
It's like when Gary is talking about Ripa and he's like, and he's really young.
Yeah, he's successful and he's young.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yes, both are true. So that's good.
Yeah, how? Sorry, because I kind of just want to get an idea of these things. How awful is James's brother as Maxwell Lord?
He's in it for seconds.
1 second.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Really?
1 second. Yeah.
Is his wife in it?
No,
James
I didn't
Gunn's
see her.
wife?
I don't
The blonde.
think so.
So I guess my next question, because like I said, I wrote out all my questions before asking you guys. It feels like film criticism and the discussion around this hasn't become, oh, is this a good Superman film? Oh, is this a good superhero film? Is this just a good film in general? But it's devolved into just like factions. You know what I mean? Whether you've got Snyder Bros, you've got Gunn Bros, you've got paid shills, but you've also got paid con men who are just like shitting on it because they didn't even watch it, or like it's just, it just feels like if you're in a camp, you have to keep that opinion. And I wonder what the future of film is going to be, because it felt like this movie wasn't made out of like a passion project. It just felt like it was made to be like in the cultural zeitgeist. And I have a feeling that this really doesn't bode well for future DC projects, because everything that comes out is going to be a cultural war bond and not necessarily a movie to enjoy. But from what it sounds like is that you guys actually had audience members that were just kind of normies, that just kind of felt nothing from it. I mean, Kyle, you were saying that everyone was silent. That's almost like they just felt like it was like they walked away. It's almost worse when you walk away and you feel nothing from a movie.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I was shocked. And there were kids, adults on the spectrum, hardcore on that spectrum. And
Yes.
now I'm like,
oh wow,
these people are not going to shut the fuck up the whole movie.
oh,
And
my type of people.
shockingly, they only uttered a few things here and there, but by and large, nobody said anything. I was so shocked. I was like, I figured that first screening, everybody was just going to be hooting and hollering. And it was just going to be a mess. And my wife's going to be like, I got to go. I would have been like, I don't blame you. So, but no, it was dead silent. And that, to me, I was like, damn, even from this crowd, I'm like, I knew I didn't like it, but I'm like, everyone's going to love this movie and I'm going to be the one that hate it. But nope.
This is kind of an interesting notion, and I think there might be something to be said about this. But Salty says, much like Picard season 3, people are so used to bitching about bad woke movies that when they don't see woke, they think it's good. A movie can be woke, a movie can be not woke and still be trash.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. I wouldn't say it's a trash movie. It is just a wildly average, like dull, basic film. There's nothing too offensive about it. There's nothing great about it. It's just there, and this is why I would say I'm going to be watching Superman 3 a few more times before I watch this. Is because at least with that, I get a reaction out of that. At least with that, like I'm laughing because of how absurd it is. I'm laughing at some of the dumb jokes. I'm getting a kick out of seeing Superman fight evil Superman. This, I'm just like, it's just there.
Speaking of jokes and things that you've laughed at, and I guess two things. First, you had mentioned that the film just kind of exists, that it's not one way or the other. But what's funny is like when I feel like people are pressed on it, they'll be like, yeah, it was just meh. It was like a 5 out of 10. And then someone will ask them, well, is Superman Superman? And they're like, well, not really. And they're like, well, was there at least good characters? Not really either. They're like, well, at least the editing was good. And it's like, well, no, that wasn't that great. And so like when you break down like the number of things that like continually the film gets wrong, I feel like it's more like a 2 or 3 out of 10 than a 5 out of 10. But I don't know. Are there moments that make it like that's great? That's what I want. Like that elevate it to a higher level, or
no, not. Well, I mean, I will say
like the
there's
squirrel
one
or
moment,
something, or like I don't know.
there's one moment with
man.
Lex. He saves a squirrel. Yay. There's one moment with Lex I really dug, and it was like to me, I felt like it was the one badass moment of Lex, and it was just the one good moment of Lex, and I felt like, oh, that's fucking pimp. I love it. That's what, and that's the exact reaction you would have. But the other thing at the end of this, all I'm going to say is Lex will always find a way out. Lex always has a way out.
Yeah.
Always.
Because does Superman have his own Phantom Zone?
Superman doesn't. Lex has his own pocket universe. He has that he created.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well. And then the second thing I was going to ask is everything truly undercut by a joke? Was there any heartfelt moments here where you felt like it was able to breathe?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, a lot of moments are undercut by jokes. Like, for example, when Superman and Lois are having this romantic moment in his apartment, it's undercut by this bullshit fight scene happening outside the window between this huge monster and the Justice Gang. It's like, wait, should I? Which one should I be focused on? Should I be focused on this attempt at romance or this silly fight going on back here? It doesn't. Yeah, a lot of moments are undercut by jokes. That's just one of them.
Kyle, did you get that sense too? Like, did any of the jokes land, or did they feel just, heartless?
Yeah, I don't like James Gunn's humor. I really don't. The same joke 7 or 8 times in a fucking film. Hey, we're the Justice Gang. Not our name. It's gonna be. Let's say that 7 fucking times in a row, because it's still funny when we say not our name.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I got it the first time and it's not funny. Like, quit writing that joke. It's awful.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Damn.
But yeah, every serious moment. I mean, the one interview scene we have with Lois and Superman, I'm like, that has tension, that has actual dialogue. It's an actual scene from a movie with actual dialogue with actors. And so I'm like, okay, you actually have a real scene here. And that wasn't undercut with a joke. So I'm like, okay. And then we have random scene, like it is a weird scene where Luthor shoots somebody in the head and kills this guy. And it's like, what is this doing in this movie?
See, Kyle, that's the scene I was talking about with Lex.
But
I'm like, that's the
rest of the film, though. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Tonally, it's the one. It's that dark. It's like, whoa, this just got dark out of nowhere.
Like immigrant hot dog guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The Kaganash seller, only Kaganash. Yeah. Yep. So the Kaganash seller.
And then what could have been really good is that he then later says, when Superman's locked up, he's like, maybe I'll go find that Clark Kent guy that's been interviewing you, and I'll bring him here, and I'll see if you'll talk then. I'm like, oh, he's then going to go try to find Clark Kent. So then there's going to be some urgency for him to get out of this box he's in, because he's going to try to track down Clark Kent. And so I'm like, ooh, this will be a movie. Like, this will be really good. It literally gets dropped, not brought up ever again. Like, it's
oh
just
my
thrown
God.
away. Never brought up.
No. Well, there goes that.
Yeah. And then the ending scene where you have Superman talking to Lex, and Lex is like, you fucking piece of shit, and I hate you, and I'm gonna do everything I can. And it's like, here comes Crypto to save the fucking day and be a joke.
No.
And it's like, what are we doing?
Oh. So they didn't give him any agency and gave it to the dog.
Correct. And then Luthor sheds a tear.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that was another comment that we got. I think Kaiser. So let's answer Jamin's comment here, and then we'll get to Kaiser, because Kaiser says, "Is it true that all the men in the movie are crying cucks?"
No,
but
Lex is
except
by
the
the end of
good
this,
ones.
which pisses me off.
Mr.
I just
Terrific
think of
doesn't
all
cry.
the great. Look, I think of all the great confrontations that Superman and Lex have had through the years in different forms of media, and the relationship between the two in this film, this is the worst.
wow, that's brutal. Out of every iteration, that's
Yes,
brutal.
every
That's not
iteration,
good.
because I mean, it's maybe shocking to the people in the audience watching, but yes, I've watched everything going as far back even before the George Reeves, watching the serials, and
Dude, the Fleischer cartoons, oh, so
Great.
good.
yeah,
They're
even
so good.
not even the cartoons. I'm talking about the actual like movie serial, like the short little
Oh,
mini
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Watching those where Superman flying was animated. This is the worst, and it doesn't fit, and it's disappointing. It really is disappointing because, to be honest, look, the guy playing Lex, he's a great actor. Nicholas Hoult, great actor. No, there's no question about that. I can't help it. For me, I can't help but every time I'm seeing him, I can't help but thinking, I was like, you know what? You know who'd be good right now? Be very intimidating as a Lex. Billy Zane. I think he would have been great as Lex Luthor in this scene.
Which one is
just he
Billy
has
Zane?
that presence. Who's Billy Zane?
The douchebag in Titanic.
Zane? What?
Hold on. Oh,
Rose is good.
yeah. Oh, that would be good. And he's probably the right age for it. So,
I mean, he's probably in his 50s now, early
Yeah.
50s.
yeah, that could work.
He's got the voice. When I picture Lex, he's got a deep voice. Like, I mean, after hearing Clancy Brown for so many years, he's got that deep voice.
Mr.
And-
Krabs.
Yeah, and then hearing Nicholas Holt's voice, he talks like this. I'm like, that's not Lex.
Yeah.
You gotta have that
That's not
suave,
winning.
arrogant, kind of douchey, but like suave, but like I don't know. There's just that little bit about Lex. He's a little bit of everything encompassed.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we also have to ask, like, what the fuck is going on when Smallville, of all things, gets Lex better than the past two Superman era films?
Yes. That's right. That's true.
Well, okay, yeah. Wait, I was about to say we are forgetting Jesse Eisenberg's
No, that's what I'm saying. But the fact that a CW show, a WB show can do a better Lex than the last two major blockbuster film versions, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. Now, is this Lex better than the Jesse Eisenberg Lex?
It's got to be.
I need to rewatch and evaluate.
Oh no, you can't.
I need to
do that.
rewatch BVS because I don't know. I think Nicholas Hoult is a better actor by far.
But maybe just not given the better.
Were there moments? Time out. Were there any moments at all that you're like, yeah, okay, that kind of feels like Lex? Here,
yes.
Okay, so then it's already better than Jesse Eisenberg.
But undercut with something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say for me, honestly, the scene with him with the gun. I mean, that
yeah,
I got a kick out. I'm like, fuck yes, that's a Lex right there. And that was it for me. And this Lex was just too damn emotional. And I saw the cry, the tear. I'm just like, God, because look, I cannot help if you're a longtime fan like me, you can't help but think of all the great confrontations that these two have had.
Yeah.
And I'm even thinking about Dean Cain on Lois and Clark: New Adventures of Superman, when the first season, when Luthor is testing Clark, Superman, how strong he is, how fast he is, and everything. And at the very end of it, Superman's showing off to him, and then at the very end of it ends with Superman saying, "You want to see me? You want to reach out to me? All you got to do is look up." And it's in Luthor's tower, and he's just like, all you gotta do is look up, and it's just like, oh, that's a good sting, into Luthor. Guy who has the highest building, he's got to look up to Superman. Love it.
Yeah,
that's cool. So, So to answer James and D here, would you guys prefer, like, if I mean, I guess I can tell, but would you rather watch Suicide Squad or Superman?
Yes.
Suicide Squad.
I would watch that 1,000 times.
Yeah, me too.
I was gonna say I didn't mind Suicide Squad. I thought it was perfectly
No, it's
fine.
actually, it's actually legitimately funny. It is very funny.
Yeah.
And what's Idris Elba and John Cena have great chemistry in that film.
Yeah, and then that fight with John Cena and Flag at the end is a
that was really
badass
good.
fight.
Yeah,
dude, I like Flag a lot.
Starro's in the film. My
and
God.
then, even though they totally like fucked the character over, let's be honest. Shit, Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
no, Sylvester Stallone is King Shark.
King Shark, yeah.
Hey, well, guys,
me.
I don't know, guys. Like, we have to remember, Grace Randolph said that movie was racist because Starro only killed brown people and not any white people. So
thank God for that. We can always thank God for that. So
yeah. Well, Grace Randolph likes Superman, so there you go.
Oh, well, I guess that tracks then.
Because I remember she dropped her review, and then I started seeing people on Twitter being like, Grace Randolph hates James Gunn, so if she likes it, then it has to be good. And I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh no. Well, let's get to the biggest matzo ball of the evening when it comes to Superman, and that is his origin. Now,
God,
there's no
origin covered in this book or in the movie.
Will Bradley Cooper is Jor-El.
Yeah.
Yes, he's Jor-El, and so are we gonna? We want to talk about this? Yeah.
I was gonna set it up because our good friend Robert Meyer Burnett had something to say about this. But before we share that, if you'd like to set it up for us, either one of you guys. I know the quote, and I know what the inciting incident is to make Superman feel like he is because they broadcast it to everyone on the big TV, and they show it to everyone after he's just saved someone. So this is Lex's way of trying to tarnish Superman's reputation. But if you guys want to kind of talk about how they do that, though.
Yeah. So this whole time, Clark has had this message from his parents saying why they sent him there to Earth, but he's only been able to see like the first part of it. The other part of it was damaged. He couldn't see it. But so he's been living off this one part of the video, and it's like, okay, I know what I got to do. And then when the engineer and Lex get into the fortress, they pull up the video, they see the video, and the engineer is able to finish. She's able to repair the video, the latter half. And that
now,
latter half.
The first part, just to kind of clarify, the first part pretty much just says like, we love you, we hope that you're safe, and we want you to know we're here with you. Like, is the first part just what we've heard before, or?
Yeah, it's everything we know before. It's everything we would come to expect from the House of L, from the parents.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like, okay, great. Yeah, this is perfect. But then when you get to the latter half of the video, which is repaired by the engineer, you're told like it's like they're weaker than you, ruled over them, spread the seed. Have like a harem of women. Yes, harem is brought up, and they show this video all over the planet, and even Guy makes a joke to Superman. He's like, "You have a harem?" And it's like, what? Wait, what? And you're led to believe. I'm led to believe. Okay, surely it's going to turn out like this latter half is fake. Like this was forged.
Right?
No. This is legit. 100% the video. Even Mr. Terrific says, yeah, this is all true. I can't fake any of this. None of this was all fake. This is all legit, Clark. Yeah. And it's like, oh, they are legit going with this. They're going the full Invincible route.
because Invincible's a thing. Aliens
So
were also
then-
here to conquer.
Yeah, so then at the end of the movie, Jor-El and Kara are not, in fact, the ice sculptures in the Fortress of Solitude. It's his it's Ma and Pa Kent, right?
Well, he's being healed, he wants to be comforted by seeing his parents. So he sees I don't know, a flat, like a circular plasma screen thing of highlight reels of him of his parents growing up in Kansas as they're playing punk rock music. God damn it!
Oh, that's an odd choice. Okay.
Yeah, exactly it. I mean, it's not fit.
Just a tonal whiplash. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm getting fucking depressed listening to all
I
this.
know.
Carry
I'm
on.
so sorry you have to go see this tomorrow. At least it's only 2 hours, so that's good.
But still, that's bad because when you watch it, you can tell there's a lot of things cut out of this film.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many sequences that are cut short, and there's lines of dialogue brought up that bring up things that we don't see, like Lois saying to Mr. Terrific, "Yeah, oh yeah, Clark and I we broke up." And wait a minute, why'd you just call him Clark to Mr. Terrific? When was this shared? Never shared.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Man, they really just kept that in the movie then. All right.
Yeah.
Salty says this movie is really, really, really bad. Jamin says, Josh, enjoy the popcorn. Think of it just as just another movie.
Sheesh.
So I think that's the biggest. So that was my biggest gripe when I heard about this, was the fact that everyone keeps saying, oh, this movie is about hope and it's about optimism and it's about, truth and justice and like Superman's back and like all this stuff. And then, oh, actually, no, the creative decision that James Gunn went with was that they're going to beat the hell out of him. He doesn't have any agency. He's not going to save the day. And his parents were actually like genocidal maniacs that wanted him to conquer Earth and not serve it.
That's correct. That's 100% correct.
So it's like, yeah, it doesn't really feel like a superhero film, or like, well, it sounds like a superhero film, but it sounds like the origin story for like a villain.
Invincible.
Yeah, or Invincible.
Brightburn.
So it's either or Brightburn, which I think James Gunn also directed.
He did.
So it's either like these shills are just completely sucking the pipe of Gunn here and not actually critiquing the movie for what it is, because I think the biggest thing that I have that I'm frustrated and furious about is like everyone keeps saying the same dumb stuff. This is a comic book movie brought to life, and in Superman soars, and it's hopeful, and this is the Superman we need.
It is in the sense that visually you have these crazy visuals in the film. I will give him that.
Sure.
So yeah, like I said, you've got the crazy monkeys typing away, all these monkeys typing away on Instagram, like whatever. It's like, okay, I can see that. Then you have this crazy prison inside a pocket universe with Metamorpho and others and ex-girlfriends. It's like, okay, that's crazy. You have kaiju and all that. Yeah, it is like a crazy 60s, 70s Superman comic brought to life, drawn by Kirk Swan. I do agree with them in that sense. Everything else, no.
Sure. And I think that's where Gary had said something, I think in his review, where he basically said like, comic book like there are comics, yes, that are dumb, that are just like random and goofy and corny and golden age goodness, right? But that doesn't mean that comic book movies have to be dumb or dumbed down to where it's just like, oh, well, it's just a comic book movie, who cares, right? And I think that's what is the difference, is like, no, you can still care about these things and actually write them objectively well, but I don't think people,
look, I care about because I care about these mainly because Superman, he is Americana. Superman is a part of America, regardless of what people in the media will say. He is Americana. Richard Donner, R.I.P.D. believe the same thing, and he is going to be forever tied to the United States. And he is an industry. I mean, he's been around since 1938. I mean, he over almost 100 years. I mean, and I care about something that old, and say it's just a comic book movie. And it's like, no, you've completely undervaluing this character and the heritage of this character and just how important this character has been.
Well, speaking of heritage and lore, Robert Meyer Burnett, who I am a huge fan of, I love the man immensely.
Before you start, Josh, Max, the top right, I see Elseworlds, so I know automatically we are.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's a bad take. It's a bad take. But I love the man immensely. I think he's got a lot of really good takes, and I think he has a lot of really bad takes, and that's totally fine because we don't agree on everything. But this one to me, felt super disingenuous. But he says, for all of you worrying about the lore or lore breaking, check out this series from 2010. A lot of interesting aspects of the L family here. ... Yeah, no, duh, of course. Like, there have been plenty of iterations of Superman, especially even when you look back at his original lore. Superman couldn't even fly. He would leap tall buildings, right? He could leap a couple different miles at a time, and he could bounce bullets off his chest and things like that. But for the most part, like, if someone were to change an aspect like that, I don't feel like it would be like, I don't know who wanted to do that. Kevin Smith, right? He wanted to have Superman not be able to fly, but he would only be able to jump.
That wasn't his call, but that was John Peters. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, have you not watched that? Have you not watched that stand up when Kevin Smith talks about it, Max?
I've watched the documentary, but
oh no, you've got to watch the original video where Kevin Smith is at a Q&A and someone asks him about the this goes back way before the documentary. Someone asked him about the making of, like, getting what the process was like, and it's a great video. It's like 20 minutes, but he talks about it. It is hysterical. You've got to listen to it. It is legendary.
Okay, I'll check it out. So all that being said, this just felt super disingenuous. Like I said, even some of these comments. Valid run. My question would be if it was smart that on the first movie you bring this divisive concept, shouldn't the first movie bring forth concepts that unite the fandom instead of dividing them? To which Robert responds, what does fandom have to do with a writer-director's adaptation of a character? It's not like fandom is at all particularly well-versed in the history of the character of Superman from his inception until today. Most fandom is lucky to know a fraction of the character's history. So, though I agree that, like, hey, James Gunn shouldn't be doing his film solely based on fandom, I do think that if he is trying to create the Superman of hope and the big blue Boy Scout that we all know and love, and it's a course correction from the Snyderverse, this, like, dumb, stupid, weird Elseworlds thing is not the way to do it.
Yeah, and what Robert just said, I think, like I said, he's undervaluing and underestimating the intelligence of people who know the origin of Superman. And I think most people would know that his parents were not evil. He's a refugee. He's not an immigrant. First off, he's a refugee, and if anything, and his parents sent him, to save him.
Another comment was from the Angry Badger. And he says, in almost every bit of main lore, Jor-El did not send Clark to be a conqueror, and you are being disingenuous if you're trying to imply otherwise. This is main lore breaking. Would you be so generous if this is how Russell Crowe's Jor-El was depicted? And RMB says, honestly, I really wouldn't care, since almost every depiction of the character on screen has violated the original lore established by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Jor-El didn't even appear in the comics until 1945, 7 years after his first appearance. And then Angry says, straight up goalpost moving hypocrites. He literally already uses this plot point in Brightburn. We have a whole Invincible series. This now does detrimental damage to the Kryptonian legacy. This isn't some Elseworlds. It's the main DCU.
Bulls, that kid just nailed it. I mean, and he just hit on something very, very, very important. It's that we are establishing now that a child sent here by his parents, it has to be for maniacal purposes. It's not for a good purpose. It's not to save the child. It's now for an evil purpose because it's the cool thing to do. It's the hip thing to do because Invincible made it popular. Brightburn made it popular. No, stick with the original story. They sent him to save him.
Yeah. It just, yeah. And I think you just hit the nail on the head there, Drew. This doesn't Superman shouldn't be like punk rock. Now maybe his traditional conservative way of life and American living and, truth, justice, and the American way. Maybe that's punk rock in today's era. But James Gunn doing this whole actually it's going to be awesome, man, because it's going to be so rad and punk rock. His parents actually want him to be Red Sun Superman and take over the world. Isn't that metal? It's no one cares. No one wants that. So I don't know.
It's just my mind. Okay, first of all, real quick, I don't want anyone to get offended because Drew said this kid referring to Badger.
Badger's
older than all of us.
Okay. He's been on a couple of Zaxx streams.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. But it's if I'm trying to imagine a punk rock song with Superman, it just naturally feels wrong. But then I'm thinking, was it the Vines, the Hives, whatever they're called, Get Free? I'm gonna get free. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I can see that in an action scene. But I can't imagine a punk rock song as Superman's getting killed and he wants to see things that inspire him.
The last song is I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am.
God, that sounds terrible. Yeah. So yeah, all that being said though, I have not heard one person, even people who like the film, even they were yeah, that part sucked. I'm well then, okay, come on, be more objective here, if this major point of continuity and this major aspect of Clark's past, if you're just going to overlook it and be yeah, but it was a great film, it's well, no, come on, man, let's actually look at this from a script writing point of view and something that's more objective. Does that really, what does that do for the film? What's the reason James Gunn wanted to do it? Oh, because he made a joke of a harem and it's punk rock. That's the only reason why he did it, not for any other storytelling beat. That's what's frustrating. Oh, yes, Josh.
So how fast do you think Warner Brothers pivots and wheels Matt Reeves back out and is look, guys, it's Penguin, right? Penguin was good. Although based on this, I would rather watch the Batman over what it sounds like Superman is.
You know what, Josh? Honestly, because you know how much I hate that film.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I would sooner watch that again than watch Superman.
Wow.
Because at least, yeah, the repurposed music from Jack Reacher for the Batman movie. At least I got a reaction out of the Batman as Robert Pattinson. At least I got an emotional reaction.
Yeah.
This I'm indifferent about. I'm just
Yeah.
The other thing I'm trying to grasp my head around too is this feels like tonally it almost fits in line with the crazy bullshit that they're doing with Peacemaker. But then I'm looking at Lanterns, which is supposed to be this really gritty murder mystery drama that is in the vein of True Detective, and you have Nathan Fillion that's supposed to be in all 8 episodes as a serious character that's just brash.
Yeah,
and I'm how does this all fit together?
It doesn't. It can't. It can't.
Well, I think and this may sound odd, but I think this is going to do well enough it's going to surpass 500 million.
Yes.
I think it's going to keep its 85% or 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Jesus.
I think it's going to be seen as a win for Warner Brothers.
I mean, look, they didn't spend a shit ton of money on it, partially because they were wise with how much they paid their actors.
What about the marketing, though? They marketed the hell out of this movie.
Mostly the last few weeks to a month they did. Everything leading up to it, they didn't really do anything. It was like the last month. It's like boom, it was a full bukkake all over the place. couldn't escape everything.
It.
Yeah. Also, you got to keep in mind, like, did they really? If aside from the internet marketing, if they had television marketing, if it was on Warner/Discovery owned networks or whatever, like there's a lot of weird shit you have to factor in.
Yeah, and they had Soups. They had Soups interviewing the cast. Come on, they're in the big time now.
Soups.
I mean, that should have been the sign right there. Like, we're fucked.
Oh, come on! I love Soups. I mean,
he's a genius.
He's the revolutionary of our age.
Yeah.
Look,
watching Superman.
Is he wearing a cape?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
God, what
it's got the little
faggot.
Velcro
Are you
thing.
serious? What a piece of shit! Like, God, this fucking brat. Who listens to this moron?
A lot of people, apparently. I don't get it.
He's just that passionate, dude. Come on.
God.
I love this movie.
Are you fake crying, you fucking pussy?
He's fake crying. He's got tears in his eyes, man. But
he learned from Kevin Smith.
Well, no, Kevin Smith was like, he balls. These just look like, yeah. You gotta bat your eyes a ton.
Banger. And this is a film.
By the way, he likes this movie, and Josh, you sent us that clip of him after The Flash, and he was like, "This was the best movie I've ever seen, man. It was like so great." It's like, okay, so your credibility is immediately lost. But then also, he calls himself one of the biggest Superman fans in the world, and then he likes this iteration. It's like, that's crazy, bro.
That is about reminding humanity that we are not defined by what the world thinks of us. We are defined by who we choose to be. We are defined by our actions. We are defined by our choices. We are defined by our ability to impact other people. That is Superman's journey in this film. And it's just the movie the world needs right now. In a similar sense to Spider-Man 2, this is a...
Kyle, Drew, do you guys think that this is the movie that the world needs right now?
No.
Oh,
no!
Then he's full of bunch of baloney.
But this shit about, like, I mean, you're who you choose to be and all that. It's like, oh yeah, this is all shit we've gotten from almost every other fucking superhero movie the last 25 to 30 years. There's nothing new here, and which is, I mean, God, I want to watch Man of Steel before I watch this again. What does that say about me? God.
I'm sorry, you're one of them now. You're a Snyder bro.
I know.
What's happening, Lord Gravemaster? What is up, dude? He says, "Hail, chat."
Hey!
Hail to you, man. Miss you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Blessings
Hail
to you
to
and the
thee.
family, man. Yeah. Salty says, "Sounds like a paid influencer reading talking points." Yeah, you know that this was a script given to a lot of these influencers. That
I'm sorry. I'm so all over the place right now.
Yeah, you're good, man. You talk it out. You're good.
No, Josh, it's a lot to take in. It's a lot.
Going to box office. Do we really think this is actually gonna perform well at the box office?
Well, it all depends on what your definition of well is.
I mean, do we think it's actually gonna cross 500 million?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it'll cross between 6 to 7. I think it'll be hit between 6 to 7.
Are we saying like domestic or worldwide?
Worldwide.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I think it'll probably be 250 to 300 stateside, and another 3 to 4 international. I think it may be like 50-50, maybe
60-40.
I think look, and this is just me. I think it's got a pretty big uphill battle.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
also just because of word of mouth.
Well, I think word of mouth is going to be problematic, but like you've got films that have a big enough following or big enough hype or whatever it might be that I think is really going to damage its like extension, like how well it's going to do after this week. So next week you've got kind of on two different fronts. You've got the I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot coming out, which I know isn't going to be gangbusters, but it's going to have certain people and certain audiences going to see it. And then for kids, you've got the Smurfs movie. So I think the Smurfs movie is going to take number one next week. But you still have Jurassic World lingering in there, and it's still going to kind of linger and do its thing. And you have F1 that's kind of just holding steady with the solid audience because it's actually
and I'm not gonna lie, Josh. I'm gonna go see I Still Know What You Did Last Summer because I know it's gonna be fun trash. I know I'm gonna laugh my ass off and have a good time seeing some deaths. I'll get I'll get an actual legit reaction of an enjoyment out of that as compared to Superman.
Dude, yeah, I keep hearing good things about F1. Like, and people
It's
keep
great-
saying
it's a
like
great
you
movie.
need to see it in the theaters. And
Max. Yes, you have to.
yeah,
Yeah, we also hope
Josh.
Top Gun Maverick, Max, but but no, immediately after that week you've got Fantastic Four, which I think is I don't know if this is going to have the legs like they hope or need it to have. And it sounds like it's got so much weird shit that even general audiences where they will typically forgive certain things, I don't know if they're going to forgive. I don't know.
And I mean, like I said, a lot of the fans concerned about the lore. Give it time, and I guarantee you, once fans start really waking up, we saw this with initially with The Force Awakens. If you go all the way back, rewind the clocks back to 2013, 2012 when The Force Awakens came out. So many of the fans were blowing their loads as soon as they walk out of the theater of how great and fucking amazing it was. Second best Star Wars movie ever, greatest thing in the history of mankind. But as soon as the fandom really started analyzing things, really reflecting on what they saw, it was just like, it really wasn't that great. And I really think it'll be the same thing with this Superman film. Give it time, give it a few months. Fans will really be reflecting on this and being like, you know what? Yeah, this film has some problems. This is really a stinky fart. Yeah, this wasn't that good.
that happens a lot with MCU fans. Mahler does a great job of he basically will, whenever he does the review of a show or a movie, he always recaps and recounts what the initial reaction was of people saying this is peak fire. The MCU is back, baby. We're back. And, this is the MCU at its peak and, all this stuff. And then slowly but surely, as people continue to watch it over time and the next product comes out, that last quote unquote product, TM, Disney product, TM, becomes not that great. But this new thing, this is the peak fire, right? And so that's just going to happen again with Superman. It's going to happen with Supergirl. It's just or if they even do Supergirl, who knows? But this is great. I love this, and thank you so much for being here, Lady G. We just saw Lord G in the chat, and love you guys. Many blessings to y'all, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. But Lady G for $5, thank you so much for the support.
Is that roof?
Yeah, Lady G, I feel like we're all on the same page here in terms of our two guests here, Kyle and Drew, are not big fans of the film, and from everything that I have heard, I know that I would absolutely despise this movie. But Lady G says James Gunn's Mr. Terrific film, co-starring Superman and company, is the quintessential James Gunn ensemble film. I don't think it passes 450. Wow.
Ooh.
Wait, wide?
Max,
Oh
we
my-
need to make a chart. Max, you need to make an Excel spreadsheet of all of our guesstimates for this, so we can see who comes the closest.
Wow. Maybe, or I'll just keep this on our live stream, and then I can reference it. You know, that's the good thing about YouTube is that you can go back and reference the live.
Yeah.
We've also got Roman of the Empire. Ahoy, ahoy, sir! Great to see you, man. Thanks for being here as well.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Ahoy, hoy. So, Lady G, for you, one of my good friends and amazing supporters. Let's give you an oldie but a goodie.
I bid you stand! Stand on the west!
Thank you again, Lady G, for the 5. Greatly appreciate it. Lord Gravemaster. This is I love this. This is a man who stands on principle, baby. That's right. Lord G, you put your foot in the ground, you say absolutely not. He says, you won't believe this, but Lady G tried to get me to go see it. I refused.
Good man.
A good man, a man who you know,
stood his ground,
stands on his beliefs, stands his ground. A man of high moral integrity. But Lady G, I am sorry that you had to go see it, but I understand your boss made you go see it, so that's fair.
But hey, if you went to go see it for Mr. Terrific, hey, you're gonna have fun.
I was about to say, if you go see it for a Mr. Terrific film, I'm sure it is awesome.
Yeah.
So, so we'll just spend the last like 10 minutes or so going through this because I don't even think I can say a lot of these things out loud. So I just have to share it because if I say it out loud, I think we'll get the stream taken down. But Kyle, you had said a little bit earlier that you just despise James Gunn. And I know that you were talking about in a directorial manner, right, of his films and how he like writes and directs. But I also understand it if you were just saying like, oh no, I just hate him as a person because some of the stuff he said is weird, and not just weird, but like concerning. I don't know if here, for example, I don't know if I can read this. I was about to say I'm going to try and read this first one, but I don't think I can.
I'll read it.
Okay. If you want to read the first one, sure. If you want,
hold on. I got to get into character.
Oh God.
Oh God.
And yeah, bring out your inner James Gunn.
Hey guys, I like when little boys touch me in my silly place.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was too real. That was too real. It was too good.
You said that yesterday, right?
I'll do the next one. Photo shoot with so-and-so trying to maintain a semi-chub so that I look impressive in these photos. All right. Oh God. The Hardy Boys and the mystery of what it feels like when Uncle Bernie fists me.
Yeah.
The Expendables was so manly. I fucked the shit out of the little pussy boy next to me. The boys are back in town.
You didn't emphasize the R, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, the boys are back in town.
Yeah.
God, this is
Howdy,
really
little boy.
disturbing.
Oh, come on over here. What's your
yeah. Lady G says, I am uncomfortable.
No, and you should be, because this is all disturbing as fuck. And look, here's the thing. If you had it like once, right? If there was like one instance or two of this type of humor coming up, then you're like, oh, maybe you crossed the line. But when you have it this consistently, you're like, there's something wrong here. Like there's something wrong here.
Even
I mean, like even this one, my new film, Jerk Loose, a small town where beating off is illegal, and one high school kid jerks off in front of the others to show how fun it is. Like you're literally talking about an underage kid jerking off in front of the public to say, "Isn't this cool?"
And that's the thing, is he saying, isn't it cool or is it funny? Now, because these were back in 2009, 2010, 2011. Here's 2012. Like, so this was still during the era of like, you could say faggot, you could say all this stuff, and people were like, that's funny. Like, oh man, this guy's edgy, right?
Yeah, but even these things, even then, we're kind of like, you know, like if you're talking about diddling a little kid, that was never acceptable or cool. It's all this is even then was like, yeah. Like the laughter is a nervous laughter. Like I'm gonna get the fuck away from you because
right.
I don't want to look at your laptop and I don't want to know what happens in your home.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Lord G says, why do these tweets read like a naval ship's brig? Oh no.
Look, it's a long card and full of bunch of semen. Oh,
I was about to say, for all you out there who don't understand, that was a Navy joke. In the Navy. Thanks to all my taxi drivers and Uber drivers out there for being in the Navy.
Yeah.
Salty says, Diddy or Jeffrey, who has on gun on tape? Who has gun on tape? Yeah. Brian from Beyond Wednesdays, what's happening, dude? He says the internet is forever, even for dark humor. You got that right. And that's the thing. It's like when I first heard about Gunn's quote unquote humor, that's all I thought it was. I was like, dude, it's probably just some dark, witty humor that he was making some stupid joke about. It was 2009. Who cares? It's not like 2009. Everyone was saying everything. They were trying to be as edgy and as like politically incorrect as possible. But then I actually read this stuff and then seeing it like all together, you're more like, oh, this isn't actually funny anymore. Like it crosses that boundary between like stupid, edgy joke that was just trying to be too try hard. And that's weird to say, man. Like, why would you say that? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Salty says you get one creeper white van joke. One. After that, I'm assuming you're a PDF file.
Yep, exactly. Well, I mean, hell, even this like one down here about the Giving Tree. That I'm doing a big Hollywood film adaptation of the Giving Tree with a happy ending. The tree gives the tree grows back and gives the kid a blowjob. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable, not because that's actually funny.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because you go like, was that supposed to be comical or was it supposed to be like a solicitation?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jamin says his jokes are not even a variety of about other things. It's just about underage boys. Like, was he responding to something? Yeah, no, these are just like, he just was like, yeah, I'm just going to put this into the ether.
Don't forget that video, the photo he posted on Twitter of him at that costume party where he's as a pedophile priest.
Yeah.
Whatever. And
he's
got, this is legit. It's out there.
You don't remember that, Max?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
happened.
Did he think that was going to be like just hilarious too, or?
He thought it was funny.
Oh God.
Hold on, I'm sending you a link.
Oh no. We need a palate cleanser.
You know, a little segue. You know, if there's one guy I respect, it's Derek Jeter, in the sense that whenever he has like get-togethers or parties at his house, the first thing he does, regardless of the fact if it's his dad or his teammate of 20 years, whatever, every single person turns in their mobile device or whatever electronic device they have on them in a basket at the front door. No one has them on hand in his house.
Wow. Is that just so that conversation flows naturally and they're not like focused on their phones or anything?
Probably, and no one takes any stupid photos. You know, no one gets in trouble. No one does anything stupid with their phones.
Gotcha.
Pictures. Yeah, I'm sure it's twofold right there.
So Max,
can I show this?
I mean, they're all technically adults. So,
Yeah.
but they're all adults, and there's not nudity. Like it just. Wait, pull it up because what I'm about to tell you is going to make this even worse.
It just makes me feel bad.
Yeah, so, but hold on. You don't even know what the context of this is. This was a party that James Gunn hosted, and he called it a pedophile-themed party. So everyone who attended was supposed to dress up as a juvenile, and he's dressed up as the priest.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to ever watch a James Gunn movie ever again.
Yeah.
That's really upsetting.
But hey, you know what? He's still making movies, and we canceled Joss Whedon for going like, yo, if you let me bang you, I'll make you a star.
I thought they got rid of Joss because he was like, you're going to say this stupid line. And, you know,
it was more so of the. So they tried to make it a thing, but what's his nuts? That actor ended up getting this shit out as Whedon did. The Whedon thing more so came from his wife saying like, "Oh, he's a tyrant, and, you know, a misogynist and all this stuff." And then he admitted like, "Yeah, like, all right, you know, I had sex with women, and I told people I'd help them get jobs if they had sex with me," which is also not great.
No, but I mean, it's better than hosting a PDF file party.
Well, and that's what I was saying. It's still two consenting adults making a decision versus like, hey, let's isn't, you know, fucking kids funny?
Yeah, that's not the.
Hey, director of Superman, guys. How about that?
Yeah. Let's make the.
Actually,
let's.
I was about to say Beyond Wednesday's bringing up a good point because Bryan Singer is the worst because Bryan Singer is also diddling young little boys and was also a Superman director. So
yeah,
we're picking winners, man.
Hollywood. I wonder if it's like Hollywood that just hates Superman and like what his ideals are and what he stands for, or if it's just like coincidence.
Yeah, look what he stands for.
Yeah. God, that's upsetting. Well, anyway, how about them Cowboys, eh?
Not going to make the playoffs again. Calling it.
No. Hey, but Cowboys fans will always say, "This is our year, boys. This is our year."
Oh, wait, we're talking about sports ball. We're not talking about actual Cowboys? Oh, okay.
No. Well, unfortunately, I'm sorry. Salty, I did not compile that link, but I will let me see. It was on the old Twit-Twat. Who had posted it originally? I forget. All that being said, yeah, Salty, I can send it to you if you want. Because whoever compiled it, I was like, wow, pretty damning evidence when you see it all in one place. So Lady G says, yeah, in case it's unclear, I am trying to change the topic. And yes, I agree. Reddit is a gate of hell full of demonic presence. Yeah. Lord G, it's our year, baby. It's our year. Who do you guys got on the team now that can you know, take you guys to the playoffs?
I
mean,
yeah, who's on the team that's healthy to help? It's not Dax.
Is he not starting this year?
Oh, he'll be starting, but he's been very injury prone. He got injured late last year, so
yeah,
I wouldn't be
highest paid. Come on, highest paid.
Is he really?
I think so. Didn't he end up getting that like crazy ass contract or whatever?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't really. I thought they had a pretty veteran offensive line, but all of them were injured. I don't know. Well, as we wrap things up here this evening, I know we didn't get to do our comic book reviews tonight, but I want to encourage y'all to either go over to Pop by Culture to go get your comic reviews. Him and or Josh and Drew just went over a few different books this week to kind of showcase what they read. I think you guys covered like Aquaman, Fantastic Four. What was another one? Oh, Batman Dark Patterns. Now, if you guys want to also see another video, so I posted one this morning for my weekly comic review. I covered 10 different books, one of them being Planet Death, which is the new Bad Idea comic, Conan the Barbarian, Savage Sword of Conan, Solomon Kane, Transformers, Batman Dark Patterns, Fantastic Four. And then the Marvel swimsuit issue. Covered that in the video. And then Uncanny X-Men, which may have been the worst of the week. So
Probably.
Yeah. It was a close. I don't know. It was like that and the swimsuit special. Both were pretty dang awful. So
no, but that Uncanny X-Men issue, just the sheer jumping from one to World War III over a fucking movie is just. It's like, what are we doing here?
They're all like on comms, and they're like, I don't know, guys. The line is circling around the building. It's like, okay, chill out, Cyclops.
And it's where you gotta talk to Gail Simone. Like, Gail, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's for sure. Mutina garbage.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Sorry, what were you
I was gonna say, did somebody say Tina?
My
name's Mutina.
Maybe that's what they were afraid of.
This sickle isn't the only thing I'm swinging. Watch out, boys.
The Planet Death art is it really is spectacular, Brian. It's pretty stellar, and it's something that we don't even see a lot from the big two. So it's pretty rad to see Bad Idea coming in hot with some art. Now, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe you may know this, maybe not, but is it true that Planet Death's next release date is like November or something? Like, that's wild. That's crazy. So, but yeah, all that being said, if you guys want to check out some comic reviews from this week, go check out our live streams and our videos for them. They'll be posted on my channel and Josh's channel, respectively. You can find Josh's channel in the links below in the description. The black and white is even better. Ooh, but wait, there's a black and white cover or a black and white interiors? And yeah, dang. Oh no, it does sound like this will be released, gosh, in almost like the winter. So I guess he's hurt. Well, thanks for the heads up, Brian. But man, I had no idea. Hope he gets better soon.
Wait, who's hurt? What?
The artist for Planet Death.
Oh.
Martino Giarello. I forget his first name, but yeah. Man, I gotta check out the black and white interiors. That sounds dope.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that, but that would be sick. Kyle, I think even you were saying the book probably lends itself better to black and white. But
yeah, it looked better, I thought.
Yeah, because even in the newsprint version, that zero issue looked pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
But that was full color. So, all righty. Well, with that being said, anything else before we head out for the evening? Any last words about good old big old blue boy himself, Superman?
I was gonna give an update real quick that I was right about Dak Prescott.
Ooh, look at you.
Currently the highest paid. Well, this says quarterback in the NFL, but then it says highest paid in general. But $240 million 4-year contract, putting him at $60 million per year, making him the first NFL player to reach that salary milestone, according to CBS Sports and Yahoo Sports. Plus, he had an $80 million signing bonus.
Hey, that's not bad when you only barely maybe make the playoffs. So that's
when you barely play. I mean, when you fiddle fart around with your fucked up ankle. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah, and don't even have to make the playoffs. Boom, that's the way to live.
Do you think Tony Romo's over there sitting here like, what the fuck? This guy had one good like pickup season and it's been fucking shit ever since, and now I'm sidelined because of this asshat?
I mean, Tony Romo's doing fine because he's doing announcing now, and he's just making bank doing that. But yeah.
Question though, how much better would Dallas be doing if they didn't pay that much for Dak Prescott and they actually spent that money on getting other people on the team that's halfway decent?
Like an offensive
that
line.
would go a long way too. Yeah, getting some actual weapons, an actual running back, some wide receivers.
Someone call Jerry Jones, because when this faggot that doesn't watch football can figure shit out better than he can, maybe it's time to retire.
Hey, don't you be trash talking Jerry World, okay?
Yeah,
I remember there was like a video of these two kids who like called him on a radio show. And they're like, "Hey, why don't you spend your money on this or that?" And like the Dallas fans just destroyed these two kids. They were like, "Don't you dare criticize Jerry."
This is America's team.
Yeah. Well,
Not
you know
anymore.
what they say. The reason why the top of the stadium dome opens up is for God to watch his favorite team. So there you go.
Oh God.
I know it's pretty cringe. Brian says, "Are you going to be going to SDCC?" I do not actually have tickets, unfortunately, brother, but I do plan on maybe going down and hanging out at some of the hotels and just saying hi to some friends. I know our friends from Nerdrotic are going to be hanging out there, so hopefully we can see them. But yeah, San Diego's not too far from me, so I'll be driving, and maybe we'll try and hook up with you guys. So if you want to connect or grab a beer or something, I'll find you on Instagram or the old Twitters. So, but yeah, man, if you're going, have a great time, and hopefully I can meet you there if you end up staying for the weekend. Rose City Comic Con, where's that one at?
That's up in I think Portland.
Oh wow, okay. Oh, I'm sorry,
Tyler.
you have to go to Portland. What?
My town, Tyler. That's what we call our Comic Con, is Rose City Comic Con.
That's pretty fun. Maybe Salty's coming to your podunk little 10 people town. Who knows?
But for clarification, the reason we call it that is we're the rose capital of the world. We produce more roses than anywhere in the world. So
look at that. That's cool. Ooh, Liam Sharp, bruh. Let's go.
Yep.
I think he even said like
twice. He's a cool cat.
Nice.
Yeah, get Batman Reptilian and have him sign that.
Oh no. One of his worst. Yeah, make sure we link up. I'll be there all week and maybe be able to get you a ticket. Well, thanks, man. I greatly appreciate it. If we're able to link up, that'd be awesome. We'll stay in contact, and no pressure though about the ticket. It's no biggie. But if you do have like an extra one, or if there's one laying around, just let me know and I'll see if I can pay you for it. There was one other thing I thought I missed. Go back, The Golem and Unholy Nightmare, issue number 2. Link is in the chat in the description. And I think that is about it. I think it was something that Lady G was saying. If the budget for Gun Superman is the absolute lowest possible that's been shared, it still needs $1 billion to break even.
Yeah, it's right around there, because according to the actual documented tax records that were submitted to the city of Cleveland to film there, the budget was $325 million. So take that for what it is. So yeah,
I think even if it doesn't hit $1 billion, Lady G, I still think they are going to run with the Superman was a hit. Superman was a success. We're going to move forward. We're going to do Supergirl. We're going to do Batman. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do Clayface was one of them. That's like James Gunn is like Clayface.
And honestly, look, I'm not gonna lie, Max. I think that one could be the sleeper hit. I think that one will probably be the big hit.
I don't have any interest in watching a Clayface. Even if it's really good, I just don't care about Clayface.
Mike Flanagan's involved, so it's like I'm looking forward to that.
There's a lot of potential, Plus,
Okay.
I think Clayface is one of those that people don't realize how good of a character Clayface actually is.
Okay.
Yes.
Sleeping on him. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said, whether this movie hits 500 million or a 1.5 billion, I think Warner Brothers is just going to say it's a hit. All the shills are going to say, yeah, it was the best thing in the world and nothing's ever wrong and nothing's wrong with it. It's perfect and no one can ever criticize it. And then it'll be like, oh, all right, then there we go. Here comes the DCU. So, with all that being said, though, yeah, any last things that I may have forgotten before we dip out for the evening? Cool, good deal.
Yeah, Supergirl, bring it on, right, Kyle?
Hell yeah.
Supergirl, Red Sonja, Banana Man, number one. Come on, we got some good things to look forward to, boys.
Woo woo.
Best of
I know.
times.
It wasn't even Banana Man. I think it's just Banana number one. God, so dumb. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the stream tonight. This was a blast, and thank you to Kyle and Drew for being so kind as to not only watching the Superman movie, but giving us their honest takes, being as objective as possible, and also just, answering a ton of our questions and being open to talk about it openly and for Kyle actually seeing it twice. So,
yeah,
man.
I mean, at this point, I think I'm going to be ordering whiskey for my 10 a.m. screening. So
you should.
Yeah.
That sounds
Mimosas,
good to me.
Have a few mimosas.
You just better promise, Josh, that you text us right after. Or actually just text us while you're in the movie.
You know what? I'm just gonna send voice notes. That way I can be like, you guys, this is bullshit. Fuck this. Fuck James Gunn.
This stupid crypto dog keeps ruining everything.
No, I listen. You know what? I'm probably gonna end up loving crypto, so I can't say anything.
You will. You will.
Gosh, dang it. Oh,
But
no.
it's a dog. I can't help it. It's a dog.
Yep.
Right.
I know.
I mean, you already saw the text that I sent you, the video of when I went to go see Jurassic World. Hi guys. I'm going to see dinosaurs. Rawr,
Rawr, rawr.
That's
I mean, if it were a cat, I'd probably be like, yeah, okay, the cat's pretty cool.
Okay. And meanwhile, I'd be like, burn it.
Kill it with fire. Oh man. Yeah, so with all that being said, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Yeah, go check out our comic reviews for this week. Hopefully you got some entertainment out of us kind of talking about Superman, roasting it a little bit. But with all that being said, have a wonderful weekend and rest of the week. And we'll look forward to seeing y'all next week with more news. And you'll have to let us know if you want us to watch Red Sonja and Fantastic Four, because both of those are coming out this summer. So hot diggity dog.
Wait, are we about to get Fantastic Four being the better of the three blockbuster movies this summer? Like, are we expecting it's going to be better than both Superman and Jurassic World at this point?
Yes. I don't care what happens in the movie, it will be better than Superman.
Wow. Oh my God, that's a bold claim.
Are we going to end the year with Thunderbolts being the best superhero movie?
I haven't seen it,
Possibly.
but it probably could be.
Yeah.
Hey,
wow.
I've still got high hopes for Red Sonja, okay? So
okay, well, you know what, Max? You also bought Ripa's
Hey, but I made up for it when I asked for the refund for Richard C. Myers books because I was done waiting for those.
Yeah, well, I mean, did you get that refund? Did you win that battle?
I did, and he was extremely professional about it. I mean, same day I got the refund. It was quick. It was super easy, no question, and that was it. No, nothing, not a word said. It was like, I think he's done with his audience, and whoever wants a refund, he's like, good riddance. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's books. What books were they for?
It was for the Jawbreak. I think it was Jawbreakers Forever, which was you basically could buy one comic for $1 and then buy all the other graphic novels for like $30 a pop. And so or like $20 a pop. And I did that. And then I also did another book, and all in all, it was about $120 worth of comics that I said, listen, I could buy Richard C. Meyer books, or I could buy the Captain America omnibus, and there's a clear winner there. So,
yeah.
True.
So yeah, that's that was it for me. Anyway, that's beside the point. Sorry. All right, now we're out of here. Okay, bye everyone. Have a good weekend.